What's up? It's Nikki. Welcome back to my channel, King Nikki TV, where I give you commentary on popular movies and TV shows. In this video, I will be recapping and discussing season 3 of the Netflix series Love is Blind. And y'all, Love is dysfunctional like a mug. Okay, so if you're not familiar, Love is Blind is a reality show that is a supposed social experiment where singles come together and test the theory of whether or not love is blind. And at this point, they can end the social experiment, child, because yeah, love ain't blind and love is dysfunctional. Now, this show, I know that reality TV is typically, drama, contrived. However, I go to certain reality shows for certain things. If I want drama and dysfunction, I'm gonna go to Love and Hip Hop, or I'm gonna go to Real Housewives. I come to a show like Love is Blind because I want the wholesomeness. I want people that's actually looking for love, and within that, you're going to get dysfunction and you're going to get drama. I mean, anytime people are trying to partner, you're going to get drama. But some stuff, I'm just like, y'all, it has gotten so insane, and it was like triggering me like a mug, just triggering everything, y'all. Now, it's just insane to me how the show has progressed over the years, and I was literally just watching it like, okay, this is entertainment. Like, this is our entertainment now. We have gone from Supermarket Sweep to Love is Blind, child. Now, the whole concept and everything that we follow with these couples is really interesting for me. Now, I was very intrigued by the fact that they just kept saying, my person. I want to find my person. This is my person. Or when they would say things like, I only want to do this once. And it's just really intriguing to me because I'm like, why do you want to only do this once? Like, when they say only do this once, they're speaking of marriage. I forgot to mention that for anyone who is not familiar, it's not just testing if love is blind. At the end of a few weeks, you have to decide whether or not you will marry this person. Now, of course, I get I only want to do this once, in the sense that divorce is terrible. Divorce is heartbreaking. I've known someone who went through a divorce, and they described it to me as like going through a death or grieving. You know what I mean? So I get that, and I get that it's a lot to divorce somebody, as far as everything is commingled, and now you have to separate households, finances, etc. But the idea that everyone keeps going into this, like, I only want to do this once. First of all, who goes in saying I want to do this 5 times? But also, I'm just like, why does it only have to be once? Like, why does it have to be, oh, this is my person and this is the only one? Like, why do we not have a mind of, oh, we can have a few great loves in our lifetime. We can have a few great marriages if you want to be married. I don't know. I just feel like it's so singular. And yeah, it could be great, but it can end, and that doesn't make it any less love. What was also intriguing to me is the way they would talk about the person that they wanted to marry, right? For instance, Nancy's brothers, who I freaking love, really went in, justifiably so, on Bartise when he met her family, because it's like, if I say, why do you want to marry me? You can't be like, oh, well, you like horror movies and Seinfeld. Baby, do you know how many people in the world, like, you could be compatible with who likes the same things you like? Or when they would say things like, if you want to marry me, you can't say, oh, you're funny, you make me laugh. Baby, I'm funny. I make everybody laugh. Like, you can't say those things to say, oh, this is why I want to marry somebody. Or I guess I won't say you can't, but it's just so empty. Like, you're really choosing to marry this person over the most generic traits that really, and compatibility that really you could have with anybody. Like, can it just be a little more special? And then the whole, oh, well, we have similar goals. Okay, well, if you just pick out the basic goals of most people's lives, it's going to be the same. Be financially stable, have a good life, travel. Like, a lot of people will tell you that's their life goals. I don't know. It's just so funny to me. Like, having that stuff in common with someone doesn't mean that you need to get married. But hey, Hey, to each their own. Now, something that I noticed, like I said, this show is just, it's so insightful to see the dysfunction that people carry into their relationships. And one thing that I thought was really interesting that I noticed a lot of people I guess I won't say a lot, but a few people I know do. And I was trying to think if I do this or have ever done it, but you have a certain trait or thing about you, right? And you feel like the people you want to partner with are only interested in you for that thing, and you don't like that. It doesn't make you feel good. For example, it's like a man saying, oh, this girl is only with me for my money. You don't like that because that means she isn't with you for you. That feels empty. But at the same time, on the first date, you're leading with money. Like, why do we do that? We have something we don't like that people latch onto about us, but we lead with it. Colleen just kept saying how she's a ballet dancer and men are so interested to talk to a ballet dancer, but you know, I guess the pizzazz of that wears off and they never stay around long. And she really had a thing with being rejected. But every time we saw her interact with the man, at least the way the show was edited, she literally would constantly say, I'm a ballet dancer, I'm a ballet dancer, I'm a ballet. I'm like, girl, if you don't stop saying you're a ballet dancer, like, but it's just funny. It's how we do that. You don't like that these men want to partner you or are interested in you because you're a ballet dancer, but you consistently lead with it. And that's the conundrum, right? She knows that this will pique a man's interest and she wants the man to be interested, so she leads with the thing that she knows will pique his interest, but it is simultaneously the same thing that she feels is the reason that they lose interest quick and reject her. Now, I'm going to go through this couple by couple because it's just too many people, too many names for me to try and keep up with, and I'm just going to be mixing it up, y'all. So I'm going to break it down couple by couple. But I will say, like I said, we don't need another, look, we done solved the social experiment. Love is not blind. However, if they do come back for another season, I need them to get the dysfunctional down to a minimum. We need some premarital counseling offered to these folks, and I'm going to need them to weed out the buffoonery. Lord Jesus. Andrew, y'all. Andrew. I need them to rule out the folks that are simply here to be on TV or to play games. If you're not genuinely looking for love, baby, I don't want to see you on my TV screen. Not on this show. Now, I'm gonna say it like my Andrew thoughts did not did not age well. I don't know how people just, you know, don't recap the series. They kind of watch it along because, baby, I gotta wait till the end so I can get a full opinion, because your opinion will change over the course of the season, because my Andrew thoughts did not age well. At first I was like, oh, okay, Andrew is a nice looking man, okay, he got a nice voice. I was like a little bit like weirded out and a little bit intrigued all at the same damn time. But I peeped pretty quickly that he was putting on a game, and Nancy called it. She called it. She hit the nail on the head. And I agree with Nancy. I don't like guys that are, as I say, too cool for school. Like, you can't be that guy that's always calm, cool, collected, always got the perfect answer. You know, like you're never, I don't like that. I don't like that. No cracks in the porcelain, so to speak. And Nancy says when Andrew goes to propose to Nancy, and she turns him down, and she explains how some men have an image that they want to project and that they give off, and that is Andrew. And I was like, girl, thank Jesus you peeped it. Thank Jesus, because this would have went really awry. I mean, it did, because baby really ain't have no good options. But it really would have went awry with Andrew. He is just so phony. Now, so Andrew, this is something else that annoys me. It's the producer's child. Because they know what they're doing. They know the game that they are playing. And I'm mad that we don't have producers that are just like genuinely trying to put couples together. Andrew goes into the little confessional interview, right? After Nancy turns down his proposal. And he wants to cry, but of course he can't push no tears out because he is not an Oscar-winning actor or anything. So he pulls out these eye drops, the famous, infamous eye drop scene. And he tells the producer, like, do you mind if I do this? And the producer is like, well, if your eyes are hurting, by all means. Mr. Producer Man, you know good and doggone well that his eyes is not hurt. It ain't no sand in his eye. It's nothing wrong with his eye. He ain't got no runaway lash in his eye. You know good and doggone well what he is doing. I don't know. They irk me how they set that up. Just, it's a lot in the series that kind of irks me with the producers. For one, the infamous pool party scene, which I'll get into later. But every season, they make it a big deal. Oh, after everyone's engaged, meet the people you dated. See how everyone looks. And then after that, of just meeting the other people who ended up coupled, they then bring back people who did not get coupled. Y'all know what y'all setting up. Y'all know what y'all setting up when y'all do that. Oh, look at the people you dated. Finally see how they look. Okay, child. Now, Lord Jesus. I walked away from this show feeling like the heterosexuals are not okay. Like, we're not okay. We down bad. And I really want them. You know what they need to do next season? Is Love is Blind gay edition. Because I want to know if the gays are as dysfunctional as the straight people. Because these people, Lord Jesus, bat-ish crazy. Dysfunction to the max. So let's start with the very first couple, Nancy and Bartise. I want to say they were the fifth couple to get engaged. I think they were the fifth couple. But anyway, now immediately my first impression of Bartise, I was like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. When one big moment was Bartise had two options, Nancy and Raven. And Raven, I didn't get this. She was being really dramatic, trying to tell him that she is a Pilates teacher, but she has a lot of different jobs. And one of those jobs is being a bottle service girl. And I was like, why is that controversial? But apparently men don't like that. And I'm just like, well, what is the big deal of being a bottle girl? But anyway, he goes to, I think it was when he goes to break up with her and choose Nancy. I think that is when he does this. She goes into the pod and he has a ton of fake money scattered around the room as if she's a stripper. Baby, do they throw ones at the bottle service girls? Like, I didn't know that was a thing, child. But it was just so out of line. And I get he was trying to say it was a joke or whatever. No, that was too much. That was too much. And something else that stood out was when he was talking about, oh, I'm looking for a girl to make me feel better. Wait a minute. What do you mean you're looking for a girl to make you feel better? That, flag like a mug. First of all, you can't look for an outside person to make you feel better, make you happy, make you fulfilled. You need to have that together. To say I'm looking for a girl to make me feel better. First of all, when he said it, I'm saying like, feel better about what? Yourself, your life? It threw me off. But I, over the course of the season, pretty much deduced what he was speaking of when he said make him feel better. Bartise reminds me of those people who are deeply insecure, but they mask it, pretending like they're just really super self-assured and super confident. That is Bartise. He consistently will say, oh, I turn heads when I walk into a room. Everyone looks at me. I walk in a room and I get so much attention. He would consistently say that, but at the same time, he is extremely reliant on the opinions of other people, whether it's his friends, whether it's his family, whether it's validation from a girl. He's built on other people's opinion of him, which means he breaks at everyone's opinion of him. So I pretty much took, I'm looking for a girl to make me feel better, as his ego boost. He's looking for a girl that's going to give him a ego boost or a sense of confidence in some way. I realize that some people see marriage or a relationship or having a pretty girl on your arm or an attractive guy on your arm as a status symbol or some type of validation, some type of ego boost. And that's Bartise. That is him to a T. Now, Bartise made it pretty known that Nancy was not his physical type. Now, when he first, they have the reveal and he first sees her, he says, she's attractive. I'm glad she looks good. But it seemed to kind of fade when he saw Raven, when he went to the real world and his friends, wasn't as enthused or wasn't attracted to her, which I thought was weird. Why do I want my friends to be attracted to the person I'm in a relationship with? Okay. Maybe that's a guy thing. Now, I find it interesting that the show and the experiment and the point is that love is blind and you're not supposed to know race, body type, etc., etc. But they will ask questions in the pods that gives them an idea of how the person looks, and they're always worried about how the person looks. Baby, it's supposed to be love is blind, but I'm kind of annoyed. I'm like, okay, love is blind, right? That's the experiment. But every season, everybody is pretty much traditionally attractive people. Everyone. Now, they may not be your personal type, but no one is fat, dark skin, big nose, bald. Like, no one is unattractive, like traditionally. So that's interesting. And what I found interesting with Nancy and Bartise and with Cole and Z, the women both expressed how attractive the men were. Nancy said, when I saw Bartise, I was pleasantly surprised. But it's love is blind. But anyway, they find the men that they ended up partnering with attractive. And both men are traditionally attractive looking men. But they get upset when the men don't find them attractive. Baby, you can't have it both ways. Either love is blind or it's not. Your love isn't blind. You are happy that the man you chose is attractive, but you're upset when the pendulum doesn't swing both ways. I think that's how that saying goes. Now, night one, child. This was doomed from night one. Okay, Nancy and Bartise is in the hotel, right? Now this was weird, baby. Why was they in the bathtub in their bathing suits? Either we need to be in the bathtub naked, or we need to be in the jacuzzi with the bathing suit. Baby, why are we in the bathtub with bathing suits? Am I missing something? I ain't never heard. Baby, I'm country and I ain't heard of no mess like that. If we gonna get in the bathtub, we need to be naked. If we gonna have on bathing suits, we need to go get in the pool or the jacuzzi. That threw me. That bothered me so bad. That was such an eyesore for me. I was like, baby, why is you walking in here in bathing suits and swim trunks to get in the damn tub? That was so weird. But anyway, y'all, Nancy comes into the bathroom in her bathing suit, and Bartise hits Nancy with the, oh, look at you. Look, let me tell you. Country black folk talk, when your grandma or your great aunt be like, oh, look at you, baby. That mean, girl, you look a mess, but you tried. You do not want to walk into the room in a bathing suit and have your man say, oh, look at you. No, just no. Y'all, right then, I was like, oh, yeah, this going downhill. This going down. And then, as if it wasn't going downhill fast enough, as we're in this bootleg, because I don't know why we're in the tub with bathing suits, but anyway, as we're in this little bootleg sexy moment, we're in the bathtub, we're in our bathing suits, we're clothes, we're getting a little intimate. And what y'all think Nancy started talking about, child? How to unclog a toilet when you take a crap. Baby, that ain't no sexy talk I done ever heard of. Like, girl, what are you doing? What? Okay, y'all. Let me look. I'm not a sex columnist, but let me give a little piece of advice. If you trying to have a sexy moment with your man, don't talk about pooping and clogging toilets. Y'all, that threw me. So I was like, Nancy, what are you doing, baby? What are you doing? Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, night one, I was like, yeah, they're not making it. That threw me so bad. Now, they end up fresh off Nancy talking about pooping and clogging toilets. We end up meeting all the other couples, and Smoke Show Raven walks in Bartise's words, Bartise is so taken when he sees Raven. You know, of course, typical light-skinned, slim, pretty girl, beautiful girl. And Bartise just honed in, clocked right in. He wanted Raven from the second he saw her, child. And he goes to talk about Raven and SK and how they not hugged up on each other. He's just like, oh, if it was me and Raven was sitting right here, she'd be sitting on my lap. Hold on, baby. You got a fiance. Don't talk about another girl sitting on your lap. And he goes to say he regrets cutting Raven off too soon in the pods. Now, I personally have no issues with dating a man and him expressing I'm not his typical type, right? Fine, great, whatever. You here now, child, okay? Like, it's not a big deal. I even honestly have no problem with the man I'm with being like, oh, that girl look good, that girl attractive, or whatever kind of compliment of whatever he thinks about her looks. Fine, great, you got eyes, glad they work. Not a big deal. But the way that Bartise went about this was so disrespectful. And first of all, Nancy was sitting there looking drunk. I don't know what was happening. Baby was faded from the night, and her eyes was low. I get it, baby. I get it. I hate when I'm drunk and people be trying to talk to me about some real ish, and it ain't until the next day I really be thinking about what they said, and I be like, wait a minute, what the hell did they say to me? And I feel like that was Nancy. Now, the end of the night, Bartise and Nancy are in bed, and he asks her, and I hate how men do this. Like, they'll ask you something because they want an out, right? Like, baby, just say it. Just say how you feel. Don't be trying to pull anything from me. So he asks her, oh, how did you feel meeting everybody? And Nancy goes into, oh, I saw SK and I knew you were the right choice. Which, maybe I'm being extra, but I ain't like that. Because I feel like it's he dark skinned. I'm glad I'm with the pretty, traditionally attractive light skinned guy. I didn't like it, but hey, maybe I'm reaching. But I just didn't like how she said that. But anyway, he is looking shocked, and it's like, oh, my experience was completely different. Hold on now, baby. Her experience was, oh, I made the right choice. So when you say to me, oh, my experience was completely different, I'm like, hold on now, child. So if your experience was completely different from my experience of knowing that I made the right choice, that means your experience is you made the wrong choice. And he goes into, oh, Raven is hot-ish. Raven's a smoke show. Now, see, I just said that I don't care if my man said another girl look good, but baby, you don't need to put sauce on it. You don't need to say she a smoke show and all. Baby, don't talk like she walking out here on stage like Beyonce with fans and smoke. No, hold on now. You doing too much. You don't need to put sauce on it. You can say the girl is attractive. You can say the girl is your typical type, but you don't need to put sauce on it. He was just so overtly disrespectful in how he was talking about this. Now, he just keeps going on and on and on. And when I tell you, Nancy was just sitting there, eyes low, drunk, just staring at him. I'm just like, Nancy, baby, wake up. Like, wake up, girl. Now, I was annoyed that she didn't push back on anything that he was saying, but baby was drunk, so I'm going to give her a pass on that. Now, in her interview, she does say, oh, if you want a tall, blonde fitness girl, don't come to a competition where you might not get that. But see, this is that double standard I was talking about. You can praise how he looks and how good he looks, indicating that love is not in fact blind, but you're upset when he doesn't reciprocate how you feel about his attractiveness to you and your attractiveness. You can't have it both ways, baby. Either love is blind or it's not. If I pick a man and I'm like, oh, he attractive. He look good. I can't get mad if he don't reciprocate because I'm basing my decision on, oh, he look good. I'm glad I made this choice. I'm being just as superficial as him. That was what was throwing me about Nancy and Zanab. But anyway, now the infamous couples pool party. Y'all, when I tell you this was pool party gate, like, but like I said, the producers know what they are doing. First of all, putting you together like, oh, look who you dated. Look how they look. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Now, the producers know what they are doing when they put the couples together and are, oh, look at who you dated. Look how they look, etc. And I don't like how they do the little interview, which, of course, you're in control of what you say. But I feel like it's a little unfair. When you're having a first impression of somebody, it's a lot of stuff you could say when you're first seeing somebody. Yes, we dated in the pods, but this is my first physical, visual impression of you and my first visual impression of the people I dated. It's a lot of, yo, I feel like if I meet a guy and I be talking about them to my friends, it's a lot of ish I might say. I don't want it held against me. So in that part, I kind of let some of the stuff that Bartise and Cole said when they first initially saw the other ladies, I kind of let it slide. So I was like, you know what? First impressions, I get it, whatever. And when they're like, oh, you're engaged. Baby, I just met this person 24 hours ago. Yeah, we engaged, but let's put this into perspective. But anyway, Bartise and his 80s Madonna Cyndi Lauper dangling earring was killing me at this pool party. And I'm sorry, I hate jewelry on men. I really do. Maybe that's my toxic trait. But he tells Raven, he was pretty much hitting on Raven and trying to open the door, which I'm so glad she shut him down. But he was just like, oh, I was so impressed when I first saw you. Hold on now, child, you're going too far. You're going too far. I really have no idea why they let Bartise skate. I'm talking about, baby, skate it at that reunion. It was so much ish that Bartise did throughout the season that I really wanted them to call him out on. Now look, I used to really like Nick, okay? I liked all the little white pop songs from when he was in LFO and 98 Degrees. He wasn't in LFO. He was in 98 Degrees. 98 Degrees songs, Mandy Moore. I used to like all them little white pop songs. I like Nick. And I used to love that show, Nick and Jessica. That show had me in a chokehold. But Nick and Vanessa are the most terrible hosts for the reunion. They never ask the real questions and really get into the get to. I be like, yo, do they watch the season? Like, I really be wondering if Nick and Vanessa watches the season because it's just so weird how no one called out Bartise for the money he threw all over old girl room, for all the ish he said and did throughout the season, completely hitting on Raven. It was so weird. It was so weird. Now, Bartise and Nancy were really just a mess from the beginning. A terrible match from the very beginning. I want to say it was after this pool party when Bartise again has to go tell Nancy about how good Raven look. Look, you can say it once. Don't say it 2, 3, 4, 500 times and put sauce on it. The girl look good. Thank you. Great. Like, that don't bother me. But he was just going way too overboard, just consistently bringing home to Nancy how good Raven looked. Like, baby, we got it. But he's like, oh, my talk with Raven was so good. Okay, well, is your talks with me going good? We're the engaged ones. He just again goes into how, oh, me and Raven just would make sense walking into a room. We command so much attention. I'm just like, baby, calm down. Because you don't look that good. Like, look. Objectively, Bartise, calm down, baby. Now, say often that I don't believe in red flags, but baby, Bartise was he was a red flag with legs and a man bun. Like, he was a walking red flag. And Nancy was just she's so together. She's so smart. She was so perceptive. Did I say that? Perceptive. I think I said that right. I feel like I said it wrong. But she was so intuitive. When she was peeping Andrew and his bull, I just was like, why can't you see through Bartise? But isn't it just like life? It's like when you could be so smart and you could really peep some ish. And your BS meter could be so honed. But when you got feelings for somebody, you like somebody, child, the blinders come on. And you can't see none of the ish that you normally could see with other people. Now, in this conversation, I think it was this conversation, Bartise goes into, like I said, doing the stuff that some men do when you looking for the girl to give you an out. He says, would you say yes to me right now? And Nancy's like, yeah, I would say yes. And he's like shocked, not knowing how I handle conflict or anything. And she's like, yeah, I just want you. Really, that wasn't how he was feeling. And he asked her the question so she could give him the out. But Nancy ain't do that, baby. Nancy had hope, baby. Nancy had hope. And I was just like, Nancy, girl, he ain't reciprocating. I don't know. I feel like I really, really like Nancy, and I hope she gets her whatever she wants in the end. But I was like, damn, Nancy just really want to be partnered. And I don't judge that. Like, I get it, girl. You want to be partnered. I hope it works out for you. But I was just like, girl, this ain't not him. Not him. And I empathize because Nancy wants to have kids. Nancy wants to be married. Now, Bartise tried, child, to kind of reassure Nancy. He was like, trying to date Raven. I would only be thinking about you. Okay, child, whatever. Like, don't try to put sugar on Ish. Like, you already done been praising the girl and just talking about her and how good she looks. But he's like, oh, you were my number one by far. Whatever. I guess it was enough to, placate Nancy. But I just felt like as the season progressed, he came off as more and more of a dirtbag. Like, he, for me, is way worse than Cole. I mean, Cole is just, But to me, Cole has no malicious intent in what he does. He's just kind of, absent-minded in what he says. But I really feel like Bartise has ill intent. Like, Bartise, you out of line, baby. And you out of line. But you just going to keep being out of line because Nancy ain't, drawing no boundaries. Now, another issue I had with Bartise was when y'all, Nancy and Bartise have a conversation about before they met Bartise's family. I'm jumping ahead. When Bartise meets Nancy's family, I really didn't like his attitude. I really didn't. Now, I don't believe in like being fake or being somebody you not or kissing people behind. But in my humble opinion, when you go to meet your partner's family, I hate when people are like, oh, I'm with you, not your family. No, baby, if you marry somebody, you marry their family. I feel like there's just a certain level of like respect you should have, a certain leeway you should give the family. Because you're coming into their ish. You're in a relationship with their child, sibling, whatever. This is someone they care about, like, top more than anybody in the world. Like, you got to kind of come in. I ain't going to say kissing nobody behind, but come on now, baby. The attitude he had, just the way he was talking, I didn't like it. You just, to me, should be a little more accommodating when you're and pleasant when you're meeting someone's family. Now, they shouldn't be, jerks and ridiculous, obviously, which her family wasn't. They asked him some hard stuff and just said stuff to him straight. But honestly, her family was not like mean or really harsh on Bartise. Now, when Nancy meets the Bartise's family, I don't know why he thought that the first impression, the first meeting, he needed to bring up a controversial conversation that him and Nancy had. And I say controversial because they didn't agree, and he knew good and damn well his family wouldn't agree with her side. He brings up, they were talking about abortion. Nancy was for it, he was against it. He had some weird rule of like, oh, well, you can have one mistake. Okay, so I didn't like this. I felt like that's our private conversation as a couple. Don't bring that to your family, especially when I am first meeting them. I really didn't like this. I didn't like the sister crying. I want to say it felt manipulative, and I'm not saying she was trying to be manipulative, but I don't pull out no tears. Like I don't like that. I don't know, y'all. My opinion is my opinion. Like, don't pull out the waterworks. I just really didn't like how he ambushed her, how he threw her under the bus. Child, we would have gotten a huge fight if that was my man, and you threw him under the bus like that. My first time meeting your family. I didn't like that. I feel like the family was kind of out of line. Really, Bartise was out of line. He shouldn't have brought it up. You know good and doggone well how your family feels about abortion, child. Like, why would you even bring that up? I like that Nancy stood her ground on her opinion, but I would have liked for her to be a little more forceful. Because I just feel like it was so disrespectful. Like, and when I say forceful, I don't mean in her opinion. I mean, like, I would have shut the ish down. Like, That's between me and my man. I'm not talking to y'all about this. Like, I would have just straight up, no, I'm not talking to your mama and your daddy and your sister about our personal, private couple conversation. I don't like that. Oh God, I really didn't like that. Certain stuff for me is not family's business. It's just not. Now, I was kind of waiting for Nancy to just kind of hit her limit with Bartise, but y'all, it never happened. It really never happened. Nancy came off a lot more emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature than Bartise, and he just kept doing a lot of stuff that I was like, Nancy, when are you, like, you still want to marry this man? Like, baby, she was talking about, because she really has herself together when it comes to her finances, and she has these properties, and she was talking about, oh, I have $200,000, and when we get married, you have $200,000. I don't believe in splitting. Hold on, that girl, Nancy, wanted to jump through the TV. Like, no, baby. Now, I will commend, and I don't like to give people credit for doing the right thing. I don't like to give people credit for doing what you're supposed to do, because it's what you're supposed to do. It's the right thing. But I will give Bartise credit for not just saying yes at the altar, with the thought of how she was talking about the $200,000 and them sharing, assets and stuff. Because he could have very well done that. So at least he didn't do that. Now, Bartise really was just such a, just like, I don't know. I don't like to say that people are too good for someone, but I was like, Nancy. But you know what? I feel like Bartise honestly isn't like a terrible human being in the slightest. He just, in my opinion, I want to say is a little young-minded. He's too focused on the opinions of his friends, the opinions of his family, the importance of looks. I mean, you got on a show called Love is Blind, which at this point, y'all, it's just a joke. And just was yelling, looks effing matter. Which I don't disagree with that statement, but don't get on a show called Love is Blind. Like, no, that's not how this goes. Now, another huge, like the biggest kind of red flag was when he said he has a track record of just his feelings fading for a girl. He just suddenly loses interest and he doesn't know why. Babe, hold on now, child. Nothing's going to make you special, girl. He does not even know why, but he loses interest in a girl over time. What you think gonna happen with you, a girl, and him over time? I was just like, Nancy, girl, are you listening? I just like Bartise don't need to get married. He needs to just go, continue having fun, doing his thing, growing. You don't need to be married, baby. You don't need to be mixing your debt with somebody else's debt and taxes and household. No, baby. Just go finish, doing your thing. Living your life. Now, I will say that statement, I feel like Bartise is one of those people who get like this rush or excitement or infatuation when a person is new, but the luster quickly fades. Now, also, he said, with him being all into opinions, I forgot, I just saw it in my notes, I completely forgot he said this. When he was talking, Bartise's sister was like skeptical of their relationship, and he said, or his family was skeptical of the relationship, and he's like, oh, now that diminishes his emotional connection to Nancy. Do y'all see how important other people's opinions are? Nobody else's outside opinion is going to diminish my emotional connection to somebody. That sounds so bad-ish crazy to me. Like, baby, are you 5? Like, and I just feel like I hate that aspect of this show. Maybe I'm in the minority, but I love my family to death. Family is the most important thing. I literally talk to my mother every single solitary day, and I could care less about my family and friends' opinion on the man I choose to partner. Literally, I could care less. Like, I do not need your stamp of approval on who I partner. That's who I'm with. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, I feel like you're my family and friends. You're supposed to just support me and love me no matter what I do. If I'm picking an idiot man, that's my idiot man to pick. Like, I don't need y'all opinions. Like, I don't know. I hate that. Don't give me your opinion. Oh, I wish somebody would have me bring a man around and they try to give me their opinion. I'm going to shut that ish down so quick. I don't know. I just feel like I really don't like that. And one of Raven's friends was like, oh, I'm not sold. I wish the hell I would bring my fiance around and my friends tell me, oh, I'm not sold. Baby, you don't need to be sold. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. Like that, oh God, that rubbed me the wrong way so bad. I do not need my family and friends' approval on who I'm with. I just really don't like that. Now, Bartise also said, I think I can show my family, why I fell in love with Nancy. I don't need to show my family ish. Is it just me? Like, am I in the minority on that? Like, I could give a ish what my friends and family think about a man I bring around. You could think he ugly. You could think he unattractive. You could think he an idiot. You could think he ain't no good. I don't care. This is my man. I don't know. And when it comes to like partnering someone, I just feel like your friends and family are not the authority, because I don't believe in good or bad decisions in those scenarios. Life is made to be lived. Go live and have your experiences. However it turns out, partnering is a gamble. Like, F the opinions of friends and family. No, child. Now, I will also say the way the show is structured is odd. Like, the pod setup is odd because I just feel like they go into the pod situation and you're talking with someone, which is great, but I feel like this is a great experiment, but it shouldn't be engagement and marriage. It should just be relationship, because when someone is talking right about themselves, the way we see ourselves or talk about ourselves is not always how people see us and experience us. So you could say all day when someone's trying to get to know you, oh, I'm this and I'm that. But the way people experience you may be in direct just opposite of how you feel you are. So I just feel like to make a decision, like, let's get engaged in that pod setup, I don't like it. Like, that's not, I don't know. And some people just aren't self-aware. So the person that they're telling you they are, or when you're making up scenarios of, oh, how would you handle this? Baby, people can talk a lot of trash about how they would handle stuff. And I don't even mean talk trash like they're lying. Child, I love to run my mouth about what I would and wouldn't do in situations I ain't never been in. That's fun. That's great. But it ain't no telling what you're going to do when you're actually in that situation. So the pod setup is pretty much just getting to know who the person wants to give you, that part or version of them that they want to give you. And like I said, it's not that they're trying to give you a lie or a facade. It's just that sometimes how we see ourselves and how people experience us. Now, Bartise started backing off from Nancy and just felt like he was not physically attracted to her, so it was messing with the emotional stuff. And Nancy was feeling like stuff has been off. She asked him for a hug, and he was like, "Oh, you're so needy." Baby, because I want a hug from my man. I'm neat. Come on now, child. And mind you, he was really affectionate at first, cuddling, kissing her, hugging her, and she asked for a hug, and he's just like, "Oh, you're needy. I don't like that. Don't project your issue onto me. You're not happy right now. Don't end up calling me needy because I asked for a damn simple ass hug." Now, it's crazy how these people come into, and I really want to know what Bartise's thought process was, and maybe he really did think he wanted to be married, but I'm just like, how do y'all want to be partnered, but you get partnered and are really dismissive of the other person's feelings and needs and wants? Ain't that being partnered? You gotta kind of, care about the other person's needs and wants and feelings and stuff like that, y'all. I mean, is that not, do I have it wrong? Is that not how a relationship works? Now, they have everybody from the pods who didn't even partner get together. See, this is what I was talking about with these producers and setting this issue up. They know, babe, why the hell they brought Andrew here? Like, why are you bringing back folks from the pod that did not end up partnering? They be trying to set this ish up. Like, oh, y'all, they know what they be doing. They know. I feel like in the real world, I would not be at a soiree with all the folks I dated and my, fiance. Like, come on now, child. It's just so contrived. Like, they really just set this stuff up. Now, Andrew Clown fake behind pulls Nancy aside, talking about, can he talk to her? I would have shut that down. No, baby, you can't talk to me. Or you can talk to me, but we don't need to get pulled aside, but whatever. Now, he ends up saying, "Oh, Nancy, have you thought about us?" No, nigga. I want to hit him with that. You see that guy over there? That's my fiance. I ain't thought about you. I ain't thought about us. Baby, who are you, as a matter of fact? I don't even remember you. I swear to, the producers know what they be doing. And of all people to bring back, you're going to bring back the guy who had the fake eye drops, fake tears. Come on now, child. This stuff's so contrived. Like, these producers know what they be setting up. Why would you bring him back, child? Really? Now, Nancy does make it clear that she has no regrets, and she ends up crying because at this point, like I said, her and Bartise are, his interest is waning. They're kind of, a little distant right now. And I was watching like, Bartise, you don't see your fiance over there crying? That was blowing my mind. But she was like, how he keeps saying she's not his type and he doesn't love her like she loves him. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, why are you crying your eyes out to this man? Go tell your fiance all this. I don't know. I just kind of don't like when girls go tell some guy who is obviously interested in you the issues in their current relationship. Like, don't give the man no kind of bone. But Bartise finally came over, but I was confused. Like, baby, you didn't see her crying? Because he came over with an attitude. Is there something I should be worried about? Yes, nigga, you should be worried. But why would you be worried about a girl that you don't even care about? A girl who you're like, because of the opinions of your friends and families, y'all emotional connection is diminishing. But you coming up talking, should I be worried? This reminds me of like marking your territory. I feel like this display was more about him feeling in competition with another man and less about Nancy. Because at this point, he wasn't studying Nancy. But had the nerve to jump over there. And I really would have been like, nigga, you ain't sitting over here crying? I'm over here crying over you. And you gonna come over here talking about, should you be worried? Baby, should I be worried? Because I'm over here crying over you. You ain't shedding no tears over me. But it's so weird. And this is why I say he don't need to be partnered. Like, you, look, I'm not the authority on who needs to be partnered, but baby, you don't want her, but you want to be possessive over her. If I was a psychologist or something, baby, I could really dig deep into that. Because that's, you don't want her, but you want to be possessive over her. Baby, it's an issue with that. And the issue is like your own. Like, it's within you. It has nothing to do with Nancy. Now, Nancy and Bartise end up having a conversation that night, and I feel like he was just kind of saying stuff, and I was like, boy, just say you not sexually attracted to the girl and you don't want to be with her. Because he was all like, oh, these issues we're having about your ex. Because he had an issue with the ex being involved in her business and the property she has. Oh, we have the issues of the ex and the abortion and all of those issues. All of what issues, baby? You ain't really named no issues. Maybe one, the abortion, but that's like some random, hypothetical situation. But he's just like, oh, these issues are made bigger because of the underlying physical issue. No, the issue that not underlying, but the issue is the physical. Like, just say, baby, just say it. Like, just say it. And Matt ends up calling Bartise in a panic while they talking. And I would have been annoyed if I was Nancy. Like, nigga, you don't need to be worried about his little breakdown, his relationship. Baby, your relationship is breaking down. First of all, don't answer the phone. Second of all, if you do, you need to be like, baby, I need to be worried about my relationship. I can't run over there because you having a breakdown in your relationship. I'm having a breakdown in my relationship. Oh, y'all, I couldn't. Now, I really would love to see how this show would play out if we really got some, like, traditionally unattractive folk. If he would have came out there and Nancy would have been 250 pounds, dark skin, I want to see some real love. Like, this ain't no real Love is Blind experiment. And we already know love ain't blind, because on Catfish, when they be falling in love with these folks and then they see who it is, they be like, oh, hell no. Like, all that love and connection be going out the damn window. Oh, Lord. Bartise literally went from, when I'm 85 and I no longer look like this, I want someone to love me for me. He went from that to yelling, looks effing matter. Baby. Are looks okay to matter? It seems like it's okay for looks to matter to you, but they can't matter to the other person. Nancy, Zanab, and Bartise, like, it's okay for the looks to matter to you, but the looks can't matter to the person you partner. Y'all, what are we doing? What are we doing, child? Now, I don't know what happened, child, but something switched and Bartise is back in love with Nancy, and he goes to get these bracelets welded on. Y'all, you know what Bartise really reminds me of? Certain folk I know who be like delusional and lying to themselves. You know how people try to say, oh, we are in love. He is great. And you be kind of sitting there like, baby, you ain't got to convince me. Like, you trying to convince yourself. That's Bartise. Like, you're so delusional. Why? Y'all, that pissed me off. Baby, don't go get no damn bracelet welded on my wrist. Well, you know good and damn well that this is not no forever situation. And I really feel like Bartise knew that. I don't know what the hell this was. I can't even call it. Like, was this just for the show? Like, I didn't... Even, like, Cole and Zanab doing a lot. Like, baby, what are we doing? Like, I really believe it was genuine for Cole's side. But, baby, y'all knew good and damn well y'all was not finna marry these folk. But isn't that just like people in real life, though? Like, they go through such emotions with people they're in a relationship with, knowing good and oh, well, you don't even want to be in a relationship. You ain't even happy. You ain't even fulfilled. But you're just going along. Just, ooh, child. Now, I done spent too much time on Nancy and Bartise. Let me hurry up and move along, because we got like 100 other couples. Now, Nancy and Bartise's wedding day. I went into the wedding day like, both of y'all need to say no. Like, this, just say no. Baby, just say no. Now, I felt like Nancy was going to say yes. I honestly couldn't call it on Bartise. But let me tell y'all, the MVP of the season was Nancy's brother. Did y'all see how he was looking when they was at the altar? Him in the background was killing me. His face, I was dying. Nancy said I do. Bartise said I don't. Thank you, Bartise. You did that woman a favor. But when I tell you the second Bartise said I don't, the brother was me. Why the fuck are we here? And his mama tried to shush him. He like, why are you shushing me? Why the fuck are we here? And I'm with the brother. And that's why I say a show like this, I don't want like reality TV, like contrived drama and stuff. I want wholesomeness. I want people who are genuinely looking for love. And the way they set the show up, where they do the weddings like this, you're asking for drama. Let me tell you something, child. I wish I would take my black ass and my little 9 to 5 little money I make and go buy a dress and shoes and get my hair done and get my makeup done and buy shoes and all kind of ish, and take the time out of my day to wake my black ass up and go to a venue for my family member wedding just to sit there and let them niggas say I don't. Child, I will raise him. That is so stupid to me. To make these folks literally go through an entire wedding and you don't do the answer till the altar. Y'all, they know what they're doing. The producers know what they are doing. It should be an answer before we get to altar. But it's reality TV. And they want it to be as dramatic as possible. And there ain't nothing more dramatic than having somebody say, I don't at the altar. But if I'm the family, child, call me for the reception. Because I'm not wasting my time. I'm the brother. Why the fuck are we here? And I'm the brother because, baby, you knew it was an I don't. Like you, child, let me be on a show like this. I'm going to be like, baby, we're going to have to say I don't but the day before. I don't care what the producer's talking about. You're not finna have me bring my family. And then when you get married, who family, some people family may all just be in one spot. But when you get married, family can sometimes fly in for the way. I wish the hell I would. Get on Delta. For y'all niggas to be at the altar talking about I don't. Child, baby, who paying for my flight back home? Who reimbursing me for the flight here? I hate that. But y'all, this was so, I want to say, unless I'm not remembering something, this might have been the most insane and ruckus. I thought they was finna go to blows with Bartise. Like, and honestly, these weddings for me are the worst part of the show because they're so embarrassing for me to watch. Like, if both people don't say I do, I feel so embarrassed watching it. I be cringing. I hate it. I'm standing up, and especially when someone isn't the first one to go and the other person has already said I do or said some kind of vows and then said I do, and you hit them with the I don't. Oh, child, I be cringing. But I was very shocked that Nancy brother and dad ain't like bum rush the altar like tackle Bartise. But Nancy ended up walking out. Bartise followed. Nancy mom came over yelling. She was trying to tell her brother and mom to like calm down, get out of there. On one hand, I completely get her family's reaction, but on the other hand, she grown, this her business. You got to set boundaries with family. Like, you have to. Because if they gonna get in your business about one thing, you opening the door for them to be in your business about everything. So I get Nancy being like, no, I need y'all to walk away. And you could tell that her family crosses boundaries because if I ask my mama, if I say, mama, I need you to go, baby, you need to go. I don't want to keep saying it, but I was with the family. Realistically, you gotta set boundaries, okay? But I was with the family, and I wouldn't have said, "Mama, go." Yes, mama, curse this nigga out. Lay into him, okay? Now, I did not like Bartise's attitude with the family. Yes, the family was turning up, but look what you just did to their big sister and their daughter, their only daughter. I just feel like you gotta factor in how things work. When your person you love is hurt, it hurts you, especially when the person you love is your mother freaking child or sibling. No, the family should not have been over there. That was crossing boundaries. But at the same time, I did not like Bartise's attitude. I really did not like his attitude. It just irked me when he was like, I don't owe y'all anything. Baby, calm down. You just said I don't at the altar. They're upset for their family member. I would have, honestly, if I was Bartise, I would not have, I probably wouldn't have even addressed the family because Nancy was asking them to back up. I would let her handle her family because that whole, I don't owe you anything, that irked me. That irked me so bad. Nigga, you was just in my house talking to me and my brother and dad about wanting to marry my sister. Don't now a few days later trying to tell me you don't owe me nothing. Which technically, do you owe the family anything? I ain't gonna say you owe them, no. But it's so disrespectful to just be like, I don't owe y'all nothing. No, yo, I didn't like that. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I didn't like it. Now, at the reunion, they were still broken up. And they went into how Bartise was with some blonde on the boat. Y'all, I really didn't care about that. Like, I really didn't. Like, yes, they was engaged, but baby, y'all act like... How did I fix this last time? Okay, there we go. Sorry, y'all. God damn it. I don't know what happened, child, but I'm back. And I'm so mad because I don't know where the hell it cut me off at. I don't know. Okay, let me check the comments. Can somebody tell me where it cut me off at? So I can know what I need to, like, where I was. Hey, Motown investor. Hey, Whitney. That thing that he did that was the worst to me was that he was saying to Nancy about how hot Raven was. Yes, that's what, girl, yes. And I have, like I said, I have no issues with the man I'm with saying that someone looks good, but he was disrespectful with it. Y'all, where did it cut me off at? When did it start freezing up? Just joining, watching from beginning. Rose everyone, Nikki. Hey, Tiffany, thank you. Lord Jesus, where was I? I guess I'll just start when I was talking about Alexa calling Cole a child.
Can you say that again?
No, Alexa. Lord. I gotta be careful when I say Lexa name because then the Lexa is gonna think I'm talking to her. Okay, let's pick this back up. Now, where was I? Okay. I have seen a lot of people calling Cole immature. Lexa called him immature, called him a child. I do not think that Cole is immature. I feel like if you act your age, that's not immature. If a 10-year-old acts like a 10-year-old, that's not immature. I really don't feel like Cole is immature in the slightest. I feel like he is, I kind of want to say young-minded, but I definitely wouldn't say immature. He's just very playful, youngish in his approach to things. He's light, fun, energy. But I really feel like if he were partnered with someone way more secure and with a lot more of his jovial, joking spirit, who could kind of just take things in stride and who could just operate in fun in his childlike moments, I really think he would be perfectly fine. And honestly, I would say I'd rather be partnered with Cole than Zanab. That's just me. I would. I personally would. And I actually feel like I don't think he's immature because Cole was mature when he needed to be and when the situation called for it. I feel like he really wanted to be partnered. He came off as very supportive and understanding. I feel like in general, we all cause harm to people around us. It is just whether it is intentional harm or unintentional. I will say the harm that Cole might cause is unintentional and the harm that Zanab causes is intentional. Now, Zanab was annoying me at first because she was very much one of those girls who don't want to get their hair and makeup messed up, don't want to get in the water. I was like, girl, can you have fun? It was annoying me so so bad. She kept consistently making references to her looks in an unflattering way. I was like, girl, what are you doing? Night one for me was the beginning of the end with Zanab and Cole. Just very obvious signs that they were not a match. Zanab said she loves how playful Cole is, but baby, every time he played, it seemed to be the trait that she hated the most about the poor man. But Zanab and Cole were in the pool on night 1, and she was just like, oh, my eyelashes falling off. And he was like playfully splashing her with water, and she just kept doing that. I'm just like, girl, have fun. Like, damn, play. Like, she was irking me so bad at the very beginning. She was just such a stick in the mud. I was like, girl, it's crazy to me how they treated Cole at the reunion and Zanab's issues with Cole. Cole said multiple things to reassure Zanab, at least that they aired, to affirm how good he thought she looked and how attractive he was to her. He was like, I like natural Zanab. And his solo interview on, I think it was night 1, he was like, oh, it's shocking to see the person in real life and put a face and body to the girl I fell in love with. But I'm interested. I'm attracted to Zanab. If she feeling what I'm feeling, we're very physically compatible. Baby, Bartise wasn't talking like that about Nancy. Like, it's so crazy to me that they went so hard on Cole. You can pull up way more clips of Cole praising Zanab and reassuring his attraction to her and how good she looked. Baby, how many can you pull up of Bartise to Nancy? Bartise hit Nancy with the, oh, look at you. I told you, that's what country black folks say when you look a mess, but you tried. Now, an alarming interaction for me, and why I say I'd rather be partnered with Cole Child than Zanab. At the end of night 1, Zanab is in the bathroom taking her makeup off, and Cole, in my opinion, innocently says, oh, you do look different with your makeup off, but you look great, you look beautiful. And the way he said, oh, you do look different with your makeup off, leads me to believe that there may have been a comment or conversation she sparked about how she will look when she take off her makeup. Let's be real. Women look different with makeup on. But does different equate to ugly or bad? No, but that is how Zanab. Different is not bad. You look different with makeup. I don't ever wear makeup. My aunt is a makeup artist, and she did a full face makeup for me for my birthday a few years ago. Babe, when I tell you, I was like, if I could walk around looking perfect like this all the time, chat, I'd be so stuck up. I look different. Does different mean if I walk in the room, my mama ain't gonna know I'm her child? No. But you look different with makeup. Ain't that the point of makeup? You're looking different. Oh God, the way she took it, she was like, oh, if you're changing your mind, now would be a great time to tell me. Baby, when the hell did he say he was changing his mind? Y'all, I swear to God, when I tell you, I resonate so much with Cole. I see so much of myself with Cole. And I see so much of folks that I done had to deal with in Zanab. Like, oh, I be sitting there like, but did I say that? That ain't what I said. He did not say he changed his, he just said, oh, you do look different with makeup. And he even like was like, oh, but you look great, you look good. I just feel like, how do you get, oh, you're changing your mind from, oh, you do look different with, ladies, if you didn't know, you look different without motherfucking makeup, without the lashes. Like, that's the point. Oh God, it just tripped me out. And she was in the mirror taking off her makeup like, oh, I don't look totally different. He just said you look different, girl. It's just like the way she adds words and intentions and meanings to the stuff that folks say. It was just so insane. She was in the mirror like, oh, I don't look like a completely different person. I'm still cute, just less eyelashes. He didn't say you weren't still cute, girl. He just said you look different. Her insecurities were so prominent and so evident from the very beginning. She was projecting, oh God, if this ain't motherfucking textbook projecting. Baby, when they have the little class for the therapist and they get to the chapter on projecting, they need to just play clips of Zanab. Because it is textbook projecting. If I done ever seen it, projecting her own insecurities, thoughts, feelings onto him and just hearing things that wasn't ever said, child. Now, later on the first night, like, y'all, it was so much on the first night that I was like, yeah, they going to hell in a handbag. They were laying in bed, and Cole says, I'm so attracted to you. And she says, even without the eyebrows, it's so crazy how she says he would put her down. She was the one putting herself down. She was so self-deprecating. Anytime he would compliment her, she would combat it with something. Oh, y'all, honestly, I know a lot of girls that do this. It irks me so bad. And I actually, when I was in my early 20s, used to have to check myself. When people give you a compliment, don't insert something that you just say, pretty much just say thank you. If somebody give you a compliment, no matter how you feel about whatever they're complimenting, just say motherfucking thank you. It is so annoying to compliment somebody and they can't take the damn compliment. Oh, Lord Jesus. I was like, girl, if you don't just take the compliment. Everything that was aired, Zanab could never take a compliment. Cole was very, in my opinion, just reiterating and just kind of reassuring her about how he felt about her, how attracted he was to her, how good she looked. Y'all, Cole even said she looked like a model, and that was killing me at the reunion. Can we not play them clips? Like, he literally said she looked like a model. He went on and on about how good she looked multiple times, which is more than I could say for Bartise to Nancy, or about Nancy. Oh, Lord. But anytime he would compliment her, she would either have a body language, a look, like she didn't believe him, or she would have some kind of like snide remark, self-deprecating remark. She could never just take. I really feel like Cole was damned if he did and damned if he didn't. If I'm honest, like I really, really do. And that's not to say Cole didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, he did. He effed up. But Lord Jesus, over the season, Cole definitely, at least from what they aired, complimented Zanab and said he was attracted to her way more than he talked about Colleen. Way more. Like if you tally it up, and I really literally want somebody to watch the show and tally up how many times Bartise complimented Nancy, whether to her face or in one of the interviews to the camera, versus how many times Cole complimented Zanab, whether to her face or in the interview with the camera. Like, I really want that tally. Now, Zanab, I will say the same thing I said about Nancy. If love is blind, it gotta go both ways. Zanab and Nancy were paired with traditionally attractive men, and they were paired with men that they found attractive, but got upset when the attraction was not reciprocated. Zanab called Cole the male Megan Fox, and we all know what that means. Megan Fox is seen as one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood, so you know what it means if someone says you're the male Megan Fox. She went on about his blue eyes. I said Bartise was a red flag with legs, baby, so was Zanab. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Either love is blind or it's not. You cannot partner with a man and praise how he looks and feel like he looks so good, but get mad if he says someone else is attractive or look good, or isn't as into you and how you look as you are into him. Your love isn't blind, so you can't get mad at his love for not being blind. That is just so insane to me. Now, they have their night, they yada yada yada. The next morning, Zanab claims that Cole was giving her the silent treatment and she was feeling really insecure about everything. And back when I tell y'all, oh shoot, I done hit my camera, child. When I tell y'all, she kept saying phrases throughout where she would be like, I don't want to be that insecure 30-something woman. Babe, stop saying you don't want to be what you're being. That's like me saying, well, I don't want to be loud. Baby, I'm loud. So either stop being loud or stop saying I don't want to be what girl, baby. She ends up saying, oh, I was expecting breakfast in bed, coffee in bed. And see, this is what get me about y'all folks that want to be partnered. Baby, express what you want. If we would have yada yada the night before, I'd have been being like, I sure would like if you bring me some coffee in bed. Hi, baby, I'm not bringing you. And we in a hotel. I could call room service if you just tell me. Like, I didn't know you wanted no more getting coffee in bed. I could call the bellhop right now. Just tell me that's what you want me to do. I hate that whole, well, I sure want it, or I sure. How the hell was the person supposed to know what the hell you wanted when you ain't never said what the hell you wanted? But she kind of went kind of far. Like, come on now, girl. Come on, girl. But you know what? I'm not even going to say she went far. If baby wanted coffee in bed, she deserved coffee in bed. But she just should have expressed, I want coffee in bed. I don't know, that kind of irks me. Don't get mad at me for not fulfilling a need you never told me you had, child. Because at that point, I'm off the hook. Because I didn't even know nothing about this. Oh my God. Y'all folks that want to be married, communicate. Tell folks what you want. It just, it's so funny. It's so funny. Now, Cole was confused as hell. This is why I say I resonate with Cole, because I'm always confused in these. I be seeing like, wait, you mad? I feel like Cole woke up in a good mood and was like, wait, hold on. So he was so, Cole little tink. Cole was so dense. He never knew what the hell was going on. And that ain't no shade, because that's me too, child. Cole was so confused. And at this point, he was so attracted to Zanab. He said that the night was so good, man, it solidified everything. And Zanab over there like, oh, he's giving me the silent treatment. Y'all. Let me tell you. I'd rather be partnered with Cole than Zanab. I'm not going to say I'm not a morning person. I hate to say that, but I do not like to talk when I wake up in the morning. And I remember somebody saying, oh, you can't even say good morning. No, the hell I can't. I can't even say them 2 words. I do not like to talk in the morning when I wake up. I don't. I want to be silent. The house don't got to be quiet, but I want to be, baby, I need to wake up. Like, I'm out the bed, but I ain't woke. Like, I need to go walk the dog for like 30 minutes and like wait. I just feel like when you wake up, your voice still asleep. Your voice ain't really awake yet. My eyes ain't awake yet. Like, I don't like to talk when I first wake up. Baby, she sure would have felt like I had was giving her a solid treatment. I felt so bad for Cole. And Cole was literally like, oh, I was just tired and I just rolled out of bed and I just thought I'd let her sleep. Dude, it's like, it was so astonishing. And I was really watching the reunion like, baby, did anybody watch the season? Because y'all, this stuff y'all giving Cole, baby, Cole ain't know half the ish he supposedly did. It was killing me. He was so dense. I was like, poor little baby. But y'all, it ended up being awkward between like Zanab and Cole. She was being very standoffish. And it was just so, I honestly feel bad for Cole the way stuff was fluctuating, because he feels like, oh, we yada yada, we had a really great yada yada, we had a great night, and then in the morning, and y'all, it was one scene when she was over by the window or something, they showed Cole in the background. He was literally standing there like a deer in headlights. He was literally standing there like, did I do something? And Cole actually was like, you still care about me, right? And that's what was so trippy to me with the reunion. I feel like Cole was really in this. Like, Cole was really legitimately into Zanab, physically attracted to Zanab, wanted to be with her, was trying to make the relationship work. It was a few times when he would be like, you still care about me, right? Like, you still want to do this. Like, you like me, right? Lord Jesus. Now, Zanab, on that first morning, saying that Cole was giving her the silent treatment and Cole being clueless basically sums up their entire relationship. Now, Zanab was extremely passive aggressive, a trait that I personally hate. Oh my God. She was extremely passive aggressive. She was condescending. She's literally God of being passive aggressive. Now, after night 1, I was literally like, Cole, run, baby. Run to. They ended up having an argument over good versus great. And technically, if you're looking at the definition, great is better than good. But in the context of the conversation of one person saying, we had a great night, and then the other person saying, oh, yes, it was so good. Baby, that's so puts a little sauce on the good. So that makes great and so good, baby, that's equal. Like, see, like stuff like that. I was like, Cole, run. Now, all the couples got together. And, you know, they see each other for the first time. And Cole was talking about how, you know, in the pause, Zanab would say stuff and he would picture her smiling. But now, face to face, she says stuff with like a straight face. And, you know, he was very taken aback by it. And he does say that he, on first sight, he feels that Colleen is more his physical type. And he tells them that Zanab, personality wise, more up his alley. Now, like I said earlier, in all honesty, before pool party gate, I don't see anything wrong with the stuff Cole was expressing. Because like I said, yes, they're engaged, but let's put this into context. I just met you 24 hours ago, baby. This is first impressions. Like I said, the first impressions of the ish I say to folks when I'm first seeing somebody, baby, don't hold me to that. Like, I only just met you 24 hours ago. Yes, we're engaged, but I just first laid eyes on you. This is my first impressions. And not only is it first impressions, but now they're putting you in front of the camera to tell the first impressions. So I do give everybody, Bartise, call everybody a little grace, a little leeway in that aspect. It's first impression. So yes, first impression may be like, oh shoot, look at her legs, look at her, oh that's my type. You know what I mean? Okay, whatever. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I get it. Now, Zanab ends up saying, because he expresses to Zanab about Colleen, and she says, oh, it's not easy to hear that I'm not his physical type. And literally, y'all, I'm watching like, but baby, didn't in the pods. Cole said, you're not the type of girl that I go for, but you're the type of girl I need. And her response was, oh, I love that. So you loved in the pods when he said, you're not the type of girl he goes after. But then outside the pod, when he says, you're not the type of girl he go after, Colleen is. Now it's so hard to hear. And I really, honestly, and it's just me, I feel like it was a little dramatic. I really do. It is nothing wrong, depending on how it's said, because Bartise was very disrespectful with how he expressed it. It's nothing wrong with the person you're in a relationship with saying, this person is my normal physical type. This person is attractive, cute, pretty, whatever the hell. You don't need to say smoke show. You don't need to say fine as ish and put all the sauce on it. But just say, especially when it's first impressions. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't. But let me move on. Now, I just really feel like it should not have been such a shock and surprise to Zanab that she was not his type. Because he already said that. And he even said, questionable. But you know what? Not questionable. Whatever. He said a line about, your name is Zanab. I knew you wouldn't look like, I normally date lilies. I guess saying, typical white girls. Like Colleen. But this shouldn't have been a shock. Like, he literal said this stuff in the pause. But anyway, we get to pool party gate. And Zanab is being annoying, like I said she was being. He wants her to get in the pool. She's being self-deprecating, like I said she was being. And he wants her to get in the pool. And she's like, oh, not everyone looks good wet. Why you gotta say that, girl? Just get in the motherfucking pool. Just have fun. I really was so shocked at how he still wanted to be with her. For him to be so just playful and jovial. And for me, she came off as like a stick in the mud. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to say, you sucking the fun out of everything. That's Zanab. Sucking the fun out of everything. Like, girl, if you don't just get in the damn water. Am I missing something? Are the girls not getting in the pool? I just feel like it's not attractive to constantly put yourself down. Like, baby, please stop doing that. That's all I could think as I was watching. Like, girl, why do you... And you know what? It's fine to say you don't want to get in the pool, but it's just the way she would say, oh, not everyone looks good wet. Like, why do you have to do it? You can't do that, implying that other people look good wet and you don't, and then get mad when Cole acknowledges that other women look good. You're saying it yourself. You're saying not everyone looks good wet, implying that some people look good wet and you don't. But anyway, now, I feel like I said, Cole was kind of damned if he did, damned if he didn't in certain situations. Zanab, for me, would kind of set him up in these little traps of questioning. Now, insecure lines of questioning, she ended up like asking him questions that for me, there would have been no good way to answer. No good way, you're answering for Zanab. And it would literally just be a trap for her to get him to mirror to her and reinforce what she was already thinking and insecure about. She was already projecting a certain thing on him, and she would just trap him in these lines of questioning. And I would just be like, why would you ask that? It was just, I don't know. I feel like I personally hate for people to ask me questions if you're not prepared for the answer. Like, don't ask me for a favor if you're not prepared for a no. Don't ask me to rate you if you're not prepared for me to rate you. Don't ask questions you do not want to hear the answers to. Period. Like, why even open the floodgates when you know if this person doesn't say what you want to hear, you're not going to like it? Then don't even ask the motherfucking question. And I was just like, she pretty much tells Cole to rate her. First of all, and this is why I feel like they gave him too much at the reunion. Because Cole said his first impressions and said Colleen was attractive, all that stuff. But he did not continuously keep bringing it home like Bartise did. He kept getting asked questions. She asked Cole to rate her. And I was hosting a reunion. I bet, why would you ask him that? What were you, like, why would you even ask that? So, what was the point of asking him to rate you? He rates her a 9. That's high. But then, as if that question wasn't enough, and that trap wasn't good enough, then she asked him, he did not volunteer this, to rate the other girls. Come on now. Come on, y'all. Dude, did we really need to give Cole everything we gave him? Baby, you asked him to rate you. And you asked him after that to rate the other girls. Is there any girls that you would say is a 10? After he has already expressed that Colleen is his physical type, you then proceed to ask him, is there any other girls you would rate a 10? Baby, if this ain't asking for trouble, I don't know what is. Like, why would you ask them? Come on now, child. Y'all, maybe it's me. Maybe, am I toxic? Am I crazy? But if you ask me to rate a motherfucker, I'm going to rate him. And if you ask me to rate you, I'm going to rate you. Oh, my God. Of course she got upset. Y'all, God, I wish I was hosting that reunion so freaking bad. I'm like, y'all, play the clip. Play the clip. Now, I really feel like there was no way that Cole could have looked good in this. Because if he would have gave Zanab a 10, if he would have said no other girl is a 10, she wouldn't have believed him. She wouldn't have. She never believed him when he complimented her. So if he would have said, you're a 10, no other girls are, now he a liar. It's nothing he could have said. And if he would have said, I don't want to answer the question, then that's the answer right there. You don't think I'm a 10. Like, any way he would have handled this would have gone wrong. Period. There was no good way out of this for him. Now, she then says, after asking the questions, it doesn't feel good to hear your man say another girl is a 10. Well, baby, you wouldn't have heard him say that if you wouldn't have asked the motherfucking question. Y'all, I can't. See, you know what? I'm glad I don't date women. Because this too much. This is too bad-ish crazy. You cannot. Oh, God. Y'all, I can't. I was literally watching this show like, Lord, the dysfunction. Lord, the dysfunction is just like seeping out of my motherfucking teeth. But even after all of that, Cole saying his first impressions of Colleen, getting asked to rate Zanab, he literally still then tries to reassure her. I've chosen you. He literally tries to reassure her after her sneaky, bat-ish, crazy trap of a line of questioning. Like I said, was Cole wrong in situations? Of course he was. I ain't got the pool party gate yet. Yes, he was. But baby, he shouldn't have got all the smoke he got. Because, baby, look. Zanab, girl. You did a lot of stuff to yourself. Because why was you asking the man questions that you ain't? She literally was setting him up. To say rate people and then say, oh, it doesn't feel good for your man to not rate you a 10. That is a trap if I'd have never seen a damn trap, child. And even when he was talking about Colleen, and he was like, do you expect me not to have eyes? If this person's my type, y'all, I can very well see myself talking like that. Because, okay, my type, y'all know, I am in love with my baby John Boyega. I love a dark-skinned black man. And if by some, I don't know, child, miracle of God, I end up with a pale white man, yeah, if John Boyega or a good-looking black man walking around, I'm going to say, that. No, that's my physical type. Woo, baby got some color. You pale. You know, you ain't my normal type. But I'm with you. I love you. And I will say, if they mad, you expect me not to have eyes? Like, I swear, in a lot of these conversations, I could see me responding the same way Cole did. Like I said, am I going to be disrespectful like Bartise? No, you don't need to put sauce on it, and you don't need to beat a dead horse. You say one time to your partner, you're not my typical physical type. XYZ is my typical type. Fine, good, no problem. Say it once, you don't need to say it again. I'm going to tell the pale ass man I chose that I like dark skinned men. I'm going to say it one time and I ain't going to ever say it again. I ain't going to put sauce on it. That's fine. I really saw no problem with Cole saying, now some of the other stuff, you know, he did, but just saying, Colleen is my typical type. No problems. Great, fine. Say it once, you don't need to say it again. Nothing wrong with saying that. It is nothing wrong with your partner finding other people attractive. And the thing that tripped me out with that is, just because you find somebody attractive, that don't mean you want to sleep with a person. That don't mean you want to be with a person. That don't mean nothing. It just means I look at this person and I see they're an attractive person. I see people every day and be like, oh, this is a nice looking young man. Oh, this is a pretty girl. Baby, that don't mean nothing. It just means I have eyes and I see, oh, this is a nice looking person. It's not that deep. Now, but look, maybe I'm toxic. Maybe you ain't supposed to say all that in a relationship. Maybe I'm the toxic one. I don't know. Now, I'm not with y'all people that want to be married, baby. That ain't me. So hey, maybe I'm toxic. Maybe you can't say that to your fiance. Now, pool party gate, child. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say I don't think pool party gate was as bad as it was made out to be. I don't. Was it inappropriate? Of course. Like, do I even have to answer that question? But I didn't think it was that bad because, like I said, this is first impressions. I'm just not seeing you. And I kind of hate the whole you're engaged. I just met this girl 24 hours ago. But hey, maybe I'm toxic. But I'm saying, like, baby, I just met you 24 hours ago, child. Colleen, girl, what's up? You know what, though? I'm being funny. That conversation was very, 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 very terrible. It was very inappropriate. The same way I felt like Bartise was literal hitting on Raven. Yeah, Cole was hitting on Colleen. And he was doing like little slick-ish, like, oh, well, who was Colleen with? Matt? I want to say it was Matt. It's somewhere in my notes. I think it was Matt. If it's not, forgive me. But basically, he was pretty much like, oh, the person you're engaged with is saying everything's perfect. Kind of like, you know how guys do, like being slighted. Oh, he says it's perfect. But you know, tell me the real deal. Because he wants her to say, oh, it's not perfect. Like, come on now, Cole. You know what you was doing, baby? You know what you was doing? He was hitting on Colleen. He was trying to see, just like Bartise was, if he could worm his way in, child. Look. That conversation was inappropriate as hell. It was. Look, it was. Now, he was literal flirting with Colleen. He was hitting on Colleen. But hey, Zanab, I just met you 24 hours ago, baby. You know what, child? Maybe I am toxic. Because I just don't feel like it was that terrible. It was inappropriate. He was flirting. He know what he was doing. He was being slick, especially with the Matt says everything is perfect. But how is it really? He knew he was fishing. He was fishing and seeing if Colleen could get caught up on the hook, child. He knew what he was doing. He threw the bait out. He tried to reel the Colleen fish in. And baby Cole, I was trying to ride with you, but then it got worse. And the producers know what they be doing, because after first impressions, after the producers saw the little pool party gate, they then proceed to have a little interview with him and the camera child. And Cole, baby, I was trying to be on your side, because I see a lot of me in you, but child, I'm smart enough not to run my motherfucking mouth. I'm gonna tell you like that. I'd have sat there in that camera like, oh, I don't care about that girl. I'm all in the child. I would have kept my thoughts to myself, but no, baby, because you know what? Cole 25, and me at 25, I hadn't learned yet not to say every damn thing. And Cole proceeds to say, I like Zanab and I like Colleen. Baby, you don't need to say you like another woman. Oh, I was watching like, oh damn. And I knew at that moment, now I didn't know it was going to go the way it went, but at that moment I was like, child, they finna go in on him at the reunion, because why the hell did you just say you like another woman and like another man's fiance? Even though, like I said, the fiance titles be kind of killing me, because baby, we just met 24 hours ago. But he literally says he likes Colleen in his little interview to the camera, and I was just like, damn, poor little tink tink. Baby is drowning, and the producers is just adding water to it. Like, they letting the nigga drown. I was like, yo, them damn producers. Yo, them they know what they be doing. They know, first of all, the setup, the way, was it Vanessa or was it Nick, was like, you know, look at the people that you dated in the party. Yeah, they want to set some ish up. They know what they doing. And then the producers asking him questions at the pool party gate. Come on now, y'all know what y'all was doing. They was fishing the same damn way Cole was fishing with Colleen. But the difference is Cole ain't catch nothing, and the producers did, child. They caught a big old one and they just reeled it on in. And Cole just sank himself. That, to me, I want to say the interview was worse than Pool Party Gate, because you could kind of say you was caught up in the moment in Pool Party Gate, but baby, when you got your ass to the side in front of that damn camera and had the nerve to say, I like another one, baby, come on now, child. Come on now, child. Now, Cole was dead wrong. I was trying to kind of be on his side, but objectively, Cole was, you know what, Cole was damn wrong. For Pool Party Gate, for the interview after, he was goddamn cold. Damn, I was trying to ride with you, homie, but you was damn. That interview kind of set it out way more than the pool for me. Because, baby, you do your little flirting on the side, but baby, don't get in front of the camera and confess no issue. That killed me. That interview killed me. Okay, let me move on. I got a lot of couples to get to, and I done spent too long on Nancy and Bart Simpson behind. Okay, let me go. Okay, what did I want to talk about with Cole then? Let me get my notes together, because y'all done went off with it. That pool thing, because I was trying to say the pool wasn't that bad, but then I thought about that interview and I was like, God damn, yeah, Cole, you effed up, bro. Now, Cole at the pool party was wrong. Cole at Pool Party Gate was out of line. And it ain't no other way to say it. But I will say, as bad as that was, unlike Bartise, Cole wasn't like putting salt in the wound. Like, he wasn't going to Zanab's face numerous times. Like, Bartise kept telling Nancy how good Raven looked. She hot as issue. And I had a great Cole ain't do all that stuff, child. So see, I'm trying to help you a little bit, Cole. But even if you feel like Cole was just unforgivable, dead ass wrong, I'm talking about just like gutter snake type ish. Whew, I still feel like baby ain't deserve what happened. Literally, y'all, I cannot even rewatch that altar scene with him. It's so painful to watch, in my opinion. Oh God. Now, That was dead wrong. But Zanab still went forward with old boy. And I kind of gotta side with Cole when she brings it up. You can't forget. Well, I ain't gonna say you can't, but it's not right to move on with somebody, forget them for something, make them think, we done moved on to something else, and then you bring the itch back up, baby. Either we over it or, oh, y'all, my battery on my camera finna die. Hold on. Give me a second, child. Let me change this battery out. Oh, Lord. Sorry, child. Gotta change this battery. I'm recording on a new camera. Y'all finally doing a live on the new camera. But the problem is, I run my mouth and the camera battery is dying. Okay. Let me change this battery, child. It ain't no picture, but I think y'all can still hear me, child. But don't worry, I got like 3 damn backup batteries, so we all good. Okay. Okay. Is this the angle I had this at? Oops. I kicked the damn camera. Okay. Okay. We back. I feel like, okay. Is this how I had this? Okay, let me check out y'all comments while we on intermission. While we on intermission, let me check out the comments, child. And let me make sure I know where the hell I left off at. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me see where we at on the comments. Hey, Bria. Zanab was irking me too, child. Hey, Struggle Review. She was very insecure and took it out on Cole. 100%. I was so mad to watch them all gaslight Cole and shut him down. I cut it off. Like, how are you guys going to make him feel invalid? 100%. Like I said, this at the top of this season for me was very triggering. Like, personally, I really identify a lot with Cole, and I have dealt with people that remind me of Zanab. Hey, Bria, Nancy should have went in on Barty. Yes, child. Oh, my God. All the smoke she gave Cole, she needed to give to Bartise. Nancy was tripping. I would have walked off with Andrew. So no, Andrew wasn't the right move. Nancy had no good choices, child. They both, Andrew wasn't the move. Running up behind Bartise, who was praising the ground you walked on until he saw Raven. Then Nancy was a foot. It was weird because when they first have the reveal and he was so touchy-feely, kissing, hugging on Nancy, and child, he did is it a 180 or 160? Child, he did some kind of degree of a turn. I liked Cole. He was fun. I like Cole. I really feel like I would be fine being partnered with a Cole. You know, like in a dark skinned tall man package. Cole, honestly, I really got no. Yes, he effed up. He did some ish, but I like Cole. Like I really do. I liked Cole. He was fun. When she complained about his dinner and playfulness in the kitchen, I was done. Same. I was like, and I really was like, Cole was reminding me of the women who just want to get married and would just kind of partner with anybody. Because I was like, Cole, how are you with somebody who you got to like question if they like you? It was sad. It was kind of sad. Like, Cole, leave that misery over there. She likes it over there. Yes, child. Misery loves company. I'm Cole. Like, I feel like, and that's why I say I don't think Cole is immature. Cole is just very light, fun, and when he needed to be serious or mature, he was. When she was talking about losing her parents in a pod, when he told Colleen he wants a meaningful, deep, emotional connection, when it came to all kind of situations with his family, with her family, I would not call Cole immature. Cole was supportive. He was willing to go against his family, who he's super tight with, to marry the girl. I don't know. I kind of feel like I wouldn't call Cole immature. He's just childlike playfulness, a little dense when he say stuff to her, but I wouldn't call him immature. Hey, Bria, Andrew was giving true crime. Andrew was giving true crime to me, child. Like I said, my Andrew thoughts did not age well, because literally at first I was like, oh, he kind of attractive. We got a little cute little Asian man on here, but child, my thoughts ain't age well. Nancy really had no good options, child. She just truly did not. Okay. Now, after intermission, back to our show. Okay, where was I at? Oh, yeah. Okay, so then later in the season, Cole gets annoyed when Zanab brings up the Colleen situation again, and I got the frustration. He says, we talked about this extensively. I thought we were over and done with it, and it's just so crazy the way people operate when they want to be partnered. So many people do this. You have something your partner does that you feel was disrespectful, hurtful, whatever the heck. You say you forgive them, you moving on, but really you're kind of, going tit for tat, keeping a little tally in your head. You're not truly over it. I feel like, child, just say, I ain't over it. I need time. As opposed to, the mockery of, yeah, I forgive you, we moving on. Good to hell damn well, she was not moved on. All she could hear in her head was him talking about how good Colleen looked. That's all she heard the whole goddamn weeks they was together. She ain't never let that go. Now, this just speculation, but I feel like Zanab stayed in the relationship to punish Cole. Like, I definitely feel like she was not in it, and she just wanted to embarrass him. That's my speculation. Now, when she is again bringing up Colleen, like I said, still being reassuring, Cole tells her, I'm more attracted to you than I am to Colleen now. Which I completely get. Do y'all know I went on a date with somebody one time, and I was telling my friend, like, you talk about somebody and you just kind of like, meh. I was like, man, this nigga so mediocre. I guess he okay. Y'all, I ain't gonna tell you, time passed, and I was like, oh my God, he's so great. And she was like, wait, what? Because I believe when he said, I'm more attracted to you now than Colleen. Because when you like somebody, it ups how attractive you feel they look. And I really feel like he was really in this with Zanab for some goddamn hell reason that I can't pinpoint. He liked the little black cloud that she was. But of course, anytime he would try to reassure her or compliment her, she was just dismissive. She didn't believe nothing that he was saying. Now, the last morning when they were leaving from the is it the honeymoon shot? They do the honeymoon before the damn wedding. I want to call it a honeymoon. They were packing up, getting ready to leave. Cole was like recording her on a little camera, and again compliments her, saying how good she looks. And again, being self-deprecating, not just taking a compliment. When he says how good she looks, she then says, well, that's what a little makeup can do. When I tell you, I want to say, bitch, just say thank you. Oh God, y'all, I was so motherfucking fed up. Honestly, Cole better than me. Because after a few compliments and you doing that self-deprecating ish, I ain't complimenting you no more. Like, I'm truly not. Why? Oh, you look so good in this camera. That's what a little makeup can do. Get in the water with me. Everybody don't look good wet. Oh, I'm done. I'm never complimenting you. Like, I'm for real. Like, I'm me. Mm-mm. It ain't but so many times you gonna reject my damn compliment. Baby. Won't get another damn one out of me. Now, they got to what they like to call the real world on this show. And child, when I say things went the hell downhill, they went to hell in the handbasket, as they say. Now, first of all, let me just say, I already done told y'all that these damn producers is hell. But they know they was damn the hell wrong. And they gonna all burn in hell for recording them damn gnats or flies, whatever the hell that poor boy toilet. Oh my God. That was so disgusting. And it was either Zanab or Cole who said his apartment looked like a typical 25-year-old. No, the hell it don't. Baby, I was 25. I dated 25-year-old men. No, the hell it don't. That looked like them apartments when me and my homegirl was like 18, 19 years old. And we met a guy that got his first apartment. Baby, that's what kind of apartment that was. That was not no 25-year-old man's apartment. Not the hell. Baby, why you can't flush the toilet? And then at the reunion when he tried to say, oh, well, the day before getting on the flight, I was supposed to clean up and then the lights went out. Baby, when the hell did you pee in that toilet? Can you flush the toilet when the lights out? I'm trying to think when it's hurricane season and we lose power. Can you flush the toilet when the lights is out, child? I don't know. But baby, what time did the lights turn off? What time did you pee in that motherfucking toilet? Because you should have. You should have unzipped, pee, zipped yourself up, flushed the toilet, wiped your hands, walked the hell out, then the lights could have cut off. Y'all, that was so nasty. Come on now. And baby, you couldn't have called none of your little friends or your family and be like, yo, can you go flush that toilet in my apartment? Y'all, them producers was, y'all, let me tell you, child, the way I operate, if I go to my man's apartment for the first time and you got gnats in the motherfucking toilet, baby, I'm chucking a deuce. And I am not playing. I am literally breaking up with you. No the hell, ain't no gnats finna fly out my ass when I sit on your motherfucking toilet. Hell, no. I'm done. Like I can't. I'm giving you the ring back. I'm calling the Uber and I'm getting the hell. Yes. And they gonna say, did you really break up with him? Yes, the hell I did. Because baby, you can't pour enough bleach in that toilet for me to forget about them damn gnats flying up out of your pipes. I can't. That was so, and I was watching like, damn, Cole, I was with you, baby. No, I can't. Y'all, that was so, them producers was damn there. Baby, they got it closer. But let it be me if I was called, y'all not, the producers ain't what, no, this my place. This y'all show, but this I would have closed that damn bathroom door. You're not finna, baby, when I tell y'all, they put the damn camera lens in the damn toilet. They zoomed down in. They were dead wrong. Okay, I had to address that because they were damn the hell wrong. And if I'm called family, I'm more embarrassed about the damn toilet than you trying to marry somebody on TV. Like, F the marriage and all that is. Baby, that toilet gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. If you in my family, I got a kind of family, they gonna clown you forever. They will never let that ish go. That was nasty. Okay. Now, let's fast forward because I'm spending too long on each couple. Okay, we get to dinner gate. And we're getting close to the wedding. And they have had some endearing moments. They did like dance lessons for the wedding. Like they had some, endearing moments. But Zanab was a black cloud. And I was like, Cole, run. Now, Cole ends up making a dinner for Zanab. Now, in my humble opinion, if somebody is doing something for me, whether I think you're doing it good, whether I think you're doing it bad, I'm not saying ish. If my man is making some bland ass chicken, I'm gonna let him make the bland ass unseasoned chicken because he's doing something for you. Zanab, I swear to God, y'all, I was so triggered watching this because I swear to God, I know I have dealt with Zanab's. And I felt so bad for Cole because I know how it feels when you're dealing with a person that makes you feel like everything you do is wrong. Babe, she had something to say about the seasoning of the chicken. She had something to say about him not using tongs to flip the chicken. And then he goes to pour wine and she's like, do you know you're supposed to put this in a stem glass? Bitch, we ain't at no winery. I ain't here for no damn wine lesson. We sitting in my motherfucking apartment where I had gnats in the toilet. You better drink the motherfucking wine. You better be like I put that shit in a plastic cup. You better just drink the motherfucking wine. That ish annoyed me so bad. And honestly, it was so triggering. Oh my God. Just Nick, I was like, and while I also can't stand people calling Cole immature, he handled that kitchen scene, baby. Cause let me tell you, I would have cursed her the fuck out. I would have been like, get the fuck out. I would have threw that chicken at her head. No, don't do that. But she was so just, and when she was like, he kept like putting her down. I'm saying like, well, bitch, the only thing they aired was you putting him down. But he literally was just floating through the kitchen, still trying to be lively, still trying to keep the mood joyful. And she was just picking. And I got down. That's why I'm like, no, baby, he not immature. Because, baby, I would have got immature. Because I would have cursed her the fuck out. I threw that wine in her face. Like, don't play with me. Leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. I can't stand that. Do not act ungrateful when I'm doing something for you. I don't give a hell how unseasoned my damn chicken is or how warm your damn wine is. You better just take this. Oh, I didn't like that, y'all. I didn't like that. And I felt so, honestly, I was just like, this is not entertaining. Like, it's not. This is just sad to watch. Like, I felt so bad for Cole in those moments. Like I said, was he dead wrong with some of that stuff he did? Yes. But I truly do not feel like he caused harm to her the way she did to him. No, this was, oh God, this was terrible to watch. It wasn't nothing compared to the damn Altar Child, but it was terrible to watch. Now, Zanab for me is just so mentally draining. Oh God, I would be so drained. Now, they go to sit at the table or whatever to have the meal. Oh yeah, she nitpicked about the damn potato. Look, child, you got some men out here that can cook, but some men don't know what the hell they doing. Let the baby just do whatever the hell he doing. Apparently, he like put the potatoes in the oven late. It was gonna be done late in there. Child, look. And if you're gonna nitpick about something, pick one thing. Like, yo, people who want to be coupled and want to be married, the best advice my mama ever gave me was pick your battles. Because I used to always be flying the hell off in arguments with, certain people. And my mama would say, pick your battles. You cannot nitpick and complain about every single solitary thing somebody does that you don't like. Pick your battles. She shouldn't have been battling about the damn chicken, the potatoes, the damn goddamn wine. I'm surprised she ain't said about how the boy walked in the kitchen. Like she literally was nitpicking every single solitary thing. Now, Cole letting the comments slide, still trying to be upbeat, still trying to be jovial. And they go to sit down and he, goes into finally just kind of saying something. And he says something like, he would expect his wife to like him more. And I hate her tone and the way she was like responding to him. Just so, it felt condescending. I can see how Cole felt like the girl didn't even like him. Cause baby, that's how I felt. And that is exactly why I say I truly feel like she stayed in this just to embarrass him in the end. I truly do. Because bitch, you ain't even like him. And I'm not calling her bitch, but just like a saying. But yo, like she literally, it felt, and then she does how can you think I don't like you? Because of that right there. That right there. The way you said that. Oh God, y'all, like, and I'm big on tone and body language. I hate for people to talk to me with a certain tone, because I'm be like, hold on now, child. First of all, don't make me think I'm crazy, because we can both hear your motherfucking tone. How could you think I don't like you? Because, nigga, you was just in here for the last few weeks giving me attitude. Y'all, I couldn't. She was so, everything he was saying for me was so valid and just 100%. Zanab was came off way more annoyed with Cole than he ever seemed to be with her. At all. Now, It then says something like how can I make you think I like you or something, and he's like, well, don't make me feel inferior. He doesn't want to feel like he's being punched in the face by his fiance. He wants someone that's sweet to him. Now let me tell you, I don't want to be married, partner, none of that, but let me give y'all some advice for the folks that do. let me give y'all a little advice, okay? Let me give y'all some of Nikki's dating advice. If you want to be partnered and the person you're with is expressing to you how you make them feel, don't dismiss that and say, I don't do that. Saying you don't do something does not. Okay, I think we're back. Are we back? Okay, I think we're back. I'm sorry, I don't know what it keep messing up. I'm mad because I feel like I was really hitting some good points, and I don't know what the hell, where it stopped me at. But I hit some good points. I don't know if y'all heard it or not. But to sum it up, if you want to be partnered, listen to your partner when they tell you how they experience you. Please don't be dismissive of their feelings. If they say, I'm not experiencing you as a sweet person, don't say I am sweet. Okay, let me move on. Damn, I don't know where my thing stopped. Because, man, Nikki's dating advice just now was really good. But I don't know where it cut off at. But let's move on. That's just the devil. Because, see, y'all people that want to be partnered, y'all needed my little dating advice. But the devil done got in the way. Okay. Now, he does end up in the conversation. Oh yeah, he's asking her like, do you want to marry me? And she's being kind of sick. Yeah, I want to marry you. Sign me up. Like the way she was saying stuff, I was like, Cole, why the fuck is you still here? Baby, she don't want you. Like, it's so jarring and evident. But then my polar tink tink that I've been trying to take up for hits her with the, are you bipolar? Cole, baby, Cole. Look, I get the frustration. I do. And I personally know somebody that's bipolar. Yeah, what he's trying to express is not bipolar, but I get what he was going for because he feels like she's hot, she's cold, she's up, she's down. 1 minute she's into him, the next minute she's not. And the way she's been up and down, it was an ignorant comment, but I get it. Because baby was a lot. The comment was it was too far. It was too far, child. It was a little out of line, but I get the build up. But it annoyed me because then she got to be the victim in the situation. After that whole display of how she treated him in the kitchen, him trying to express that he feel like she don't even like him and you know, he wants her to be sweet to him and do you even want to marry me? Now that he's made that ignorant comment, she got to be the victim in the situation. She leaves and I was like, Cole, let her leave. Let her go, man. Let her go. Like I was like, baby, let her go. Let her leave. No, Cole goes after her child. But he was feeling like one day she was madly in love with him. The next day she don't like him. Like I said, ignorant comment, but I get it. I would have said like, I don't know. Do you got like, who are you? Do you have split personality? Because you know, split personality ain't. I think they say in psychiatry it's not really real. I think. Don't quote me. If you know somebody with split personality, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but I could have sworn they said that don't really exist. But I get what he was going for. But of course, since he made that ignorant statement, she got to be the victim in the situation. He goes chasing after her. And she's telling him not to be an a-hole. And it's annoyed me because I'm like, bitch, you was being an a-hole. Like, and I hate when situations play out like that. Because he made valid points about the way she talks to him and the way she treats him. But now, that's no longer the issue at hand. Now the issue at hand is you made an ignorant comment to her. And now she gets to say, you're being an a-hole. And we are negating the whole conversation that we started with. Now... I will say I was pretty appalled when she told him stop being an a-hole. I literally, y'all, I about to break my own damn TV, but I said, no, child, this is my TV. I paid for this. I ain't finna break this over these. Oh. But I was so freaking annoyed. Now, the day of Zanab and Cole's wedding, I went into that mode like they both need to say no. But honestly, the way they came into the venue, I thought they were both going to say yes. Zanab's demeanor, her attitude, the way she was talking, she even made a comment about how good he'll look in a tux. Just the whole vibe that she came in with, I thought they were both going to say yes. Did I read that wrong? Cole was telling his friends how loyal she is and just like praising her. Now, Zanab's infamous altar speech, in my opinion, was so hard to watch. It was so cringeworthy. I felt so bad. I felt so embarrassed. And I feel like it was manipulative and planned. Planned, baby. Planned. I'm sorry. I don't care. That ish was planned. That's when you get with your girlfriends. You say, let me tell you what the nigga done did. And this is what we finna do to handle it. Baby, that was planned. That was planned. I don't care. That was planned. And then when she's about to walk down the aisle and her mom is like, oh, just speak from the heart. Mama, what you talking about? Because all she need to speak is I do. So what is you talking about? Just speak from the heart. Come on now, child. I don't care. And then the bum ass friends clapping in unison. Let me tell you something. I am definitely that person that's gonna ride with my friend, right? However, I'm not clapping at somebody's misery. Like that's effed up. If my friend did get up on the altar and do what Zanab did, and let's say that Cole was as evil or whatever that she said, right? I'm still not clapping at this. Like, this isn't right. You could visibly see how Cole was looking sitting up there. You don't motherfucking clap when it kicks somebody when they're down. I really didn't like that. And then what I also didn't like, and also why I say it's planned, but I didn't like it for many reasons, was Zanab saying, was it ghetto my friends clapped? Girl, shut the fuck up. First of all, I hate non-black people saying ghetto. I'm sorry. I do. Don't be calling no shit ghetto. Because what you trying to say, baby? I didn't like it. Whatever. I don't care. I don't like it. I don't like non-black folks saying that's ghetto. Was that ghetto? You ghetto. You at the ghetto. That was ghetto. That look, that whatever. Shut the fuck up. Have you ever been like, don't do it. Don't do it. I didn't like that. And then just the way she said it, that was planned. That ish was planned. I don't care. She planned it. And you know what the speech reminded me of? The speech reminded me of the process of love bombing somebody. And really what love bombing is giving someone a ton of praise and affection with the intent to tear them down. That's love bombing. And the way Zanab said that prayer, their attitude and little banter at the altar. Baby, Cole said to her, I want to kiss you right now. And she was smiling. Baby, but we didn't know at the time it was an evil smile. It was evil. It was a setup. It was manipulative. And I don't care how wrong Pool Party Gate was. That man didn't deserve that. That was so evil. And it's like it doesn't even if he did all the stuff she said, that speech was terrible. If you gotta do a speech like what was old girl who did her speech to Shake? The speech supposed to be about you. It's not supposed to be tearing the other person down. I hated this. Their little banter, her up there at the altar smiling, like being nice and giving him a mood of like getting his hopes up, just to light his ass up in the end. And then, baby, the thing that really took me out was the empty chairs for her parents. I'm sorry. I feel like that was so disrespectful. I'm sorry. I did. And I know that's her parents, but it was disrespectful. Come on now, baby. You got up there to roast this man with these empty chairs for your parents that has passed away. Do that not give nobody ick feelings? That gives me ick feelings. I don't like that. I really don't. Zanab feels to me like those people who trauma kind of becomes their personality, if that makes sense. People who go through something at a certain age and kind of get emotionally stunted at the age they went through the trauma. That's what Zanab reminds me of. The words she chose in that speech, her posture, her facial expressions, Zanab was being vindictive. I don't care. She was being vindictive. She was being mean-spirited, and she enjoyed what she did up there. I was cringing so bad. I felt so massively empathetic for Cole in that moment, because I just feel like nobody deserves that. I don't care. And honestly, as bad as I feel like Bartise was, he wouldn't even deserve that. Because I don't like that. You don't play with people's emotions. Like, you don't do that to people. Like, I just feel like dramatic stuff can happen when you play with folks' emotions. Like, people can take their own life or do something crazy, or you're just doing trauma and harm to somebody. Like, you don't care. Even if somebody does you wrong. And I'm kind of very vindictive. Like, I am. I always say I'm like Scarface. I ain't never did nothing to nobody that ain't have it coming. But baby, I'm not even that damn bad. Like, that. Come on, baby. You gotta have a heart. Like that. Oh God, that was so terrible. And I was just confused. And honestly, when we first heard the claps, I didn't know what was happening. I was so confused. I was like, who clapped, baby? What's the clap? Baby, did they have a cue card up? Did the producers put up a cue card? Baby, what is it? Y'all, I was so confused when I first heard that clapping. Like, I was so confused. I was so confused. I didn't know what the hell. I was like, baby, what am I watching? Because it felt like when you used to watch sitcoms in the 90s and the whole audience clap at the same damn time. I was like, man, what the hell is this? Y'all, I tell you this, I'm so glad Cole family wasn't involved. I'm so glad they did. Because, baby, let me have been the family. Child, I would have had to yoke baby up. I would have had to yoke baby. Nah, I done came out here for this damn wedding for you to do my baby like this, my family member like that. Oh no, I would have had to yoke her ass up. Her and the clapping friends. I would have got her and the Jackson 5 together up there clapping like they putting on the damn show for Motown. Them clapping pissed me off. Now, it was kind of funny. Now, I was feeling bad. I really was, but it was kind of funny because the person, like, what you call the person that married people? They not a pastor, is they? Officiant, whatever. The person that was marrying them was a black guy. And when the camera kind of panned to him, the way he looked at Cole was like, sorry, bruh, like, bruh, that's you? Bruh, that's your girl? The way he looked in the midst of me feeling bad, and like, y'all, I bust out laughing. Because the way old boy looked at Cole like, bruh, baby, bruh, she talking to you? Did y'all peep old boy expression when he looked at Cole? I'm sorry, that was funny. It was funny. He was literally just like, well, oh my God. But I just feel like even if Cole did all the stuff Zanab claimed in her speech, that was just such an ugly display. And for me personally, at that point watching the show, I just was like, this is not entertainment. Like, this is sad. Like, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. And I'm just so mad that Vanessa, Nick, nobody said anything at the reunion, because that was just terrible. That was terrible. It really was. It really was. But I was also sitting there like, Cole, why you still standing up there? But I feel like maybe he was kind of shocked and shook, because, baby, I'd had to go run with my tail between my legs. He was standing up there so long. I was like, Cole, get out of there. I was so embarrassed for him. And he just stood there for the longest time. And then poor baby friends came over, because I was like, Cole, get the off the freaking altar. But I just feel like he was probably embarrassed and hurt and shocked, because baby, he stood there for a while, and I literally was like, Cole, leave the altar, baby. Like, leave the altar. But I will say, honestly though, I would have walked off in the middle of the, like, I wouldn't even let baby finish the speech. Like, when she started getting kind of, baby, I would have walked away. Like, I'm not finna stand up here for you to roast me at the motherfucking altar. I would have walked. She would have been telling that speech to the crowd, because I would have left. But I will say, Cole got some good friends. He got some real ones. He do. I'm so happy he at least had his friends up there. And Cole was very confused, and he was just like, why did she never say those things to my face? Which I completely agree with. If somebody is doing the stuff she was saying, like, that's something else. You can't blindside people now. Like, you need to be kind of like speaking up, saying something. I don't know. Whatever. And I also felt bad when he literally says this was one of the worst experiences of his life. That's so messed up. Oh, see, I just feel like I can't do harm to people like that. Not intentionally. Like, I would not want to do something to somebody and they describe it as like the worst experience of their life. Like, that's so sad. Come on, I can't live with no mess like that. I be getting haunted. Like that's kind of, oh man, that feels dramatic. That's kind of messed up. The way Zanab came to the venue, like I said, I thought she was gonna say yes. The way her energy was, the way she was giggling, the way she was smiling, the way she was excited. The way she said that prayer at the altar and then switched up to, you're a monster. You destroyed my self-esteem. Let me tell you, child, that was wild. That was wild as hell. Oh God, that was such a switch. And like I said, the bipolar comment was ignorant. But if that display of how she came in and then how the speech went matched the energy she normally gave him, it was ignorant, but I can kind of see where he was coming from. Because that was wild as hell. The way she switched, like, you was just giggling and smiling, talking about how good he gonna look in the tux. You said a motherfucking prayer, and then you say you're a monster, you destroyed my self-esteem. I'd have been saying, like, bitch, where that come from? Like, I'd have been so confused. Like, hold on, baby. She said what? She said monster? Like, I'd have been sitting there so confused. Blaming Cole for single-handedly shattering her self-esteem. Let's be real. Y'all, come on, let's be real. Baby came in here with no self-esteem. Let's just call a spade a spade. Let's be real. He couldn't shatter something you ain't even motherfucking have, baby. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what shattered your self-esteem, but it wasn't white boy with the blue eyes named Cole. It wasn't. And I don't care about maybe they didn't show everything or edit nothing out. No, I don't care what the hell they edited out. Her self-esteem was gone when she walked up into this mug. Cole could have been anybody paired up with her. And baby ain't had no self-esteem. I feel like Zanab is one of those people who go into a relationship, kind of like I said about Bartise, wanting the other person to kind of boost their self-image, self-confidence, make them feel good about themselves. And I really feel like she felt good bringing down someone as attractive as she felt Cole was. Cole is a traditionally attractive person by like societal standards, and I feel like it made her feel good. You know those guys who none of the little like pretty girls who they liked in middle school liked them and rejected them, and now that they grown, they like feel good tearing beautiful women down. That's the vibes Zanab was giving me. That was the vibes. Like, it makes you feel good to tear down people that you feel are attractive so that they can feel as ugly as you feel. I'm sorry, but that's what she was giving me. That's what she was giving me. Now, y'all I done kicked my damn tripod, child. Now, I don't know why I be flatting my arms and kicking my damn legs. Y'all, I don't know what the hell I be doing. Now, episode 1, Cole, compared to reunion Cole, baby, 2 completely different Coles. And I just feel like it was sad not seeing him be his normal, high-spirited, joking, silly, jovial, childlike self. He was looking rough, scruff, gruff, and all the other rhyming words. Like, he looked like he was in a depression. Like, that's how he looked. He looked like somebody that had just been through a breakup. He looked like what Zanab said he did. He looked like she shattered his self-esteem. And I really feel like Zanab could teach a master class on gaslighting. And I really hated the way they piled on Cole at the reunion, because even if, let's say Cole was as terrible as Zanab said he was, in my humble opinion, it's no need to pile on. It's no need to kick folks when they down. His demeanor and attitude was not that of Shakes at the reunion. Like, you can visibly see that he was effed up. He was. Was he dead wrong for pool party gate? Yes. But I just don't like kicking folks when they're down. If one person already going in on somebody, I'm not finna go in on them too. If 2 people already going in on somebody, I'm not finna go in on them too. Like, the people that's going in on them got it covered. I didn't like everybody just kind of piling on. It was really ugly. And Nick and Vanessa are terrible hosts. I like 98 Degrees. They had a few little bops. I was into them songs. And I love Nick and Jessica's show. But they is terrible motherfucking hosts. And I swear to God, they act like they don't watch the season. They really do. It was terrible. Oh my God. They don't steer the conversation in any way. They don't ask any real questions from the season. They let accusations fly that are unproven. Like, that's wild to me. Like, you can't just let people sit up here making wild accusations and claiming stuff happened. And you the host. And you ain't, mediating the ish. The same way I said Zanab planned that altar speech, Zanab got all the girls together before the reunion. She did, and probably was doing it during the show, just like talking about him and everything he did. All the animosity that the girls had towards Cole was insanity to me. And then most of all, Nancy. And Nancy, I like you, girl. But why you had all that animosity for Cole and not the man you was engaged to? Who ended up when I can't get over her coming out in that beta suit and him saying, "Oh, look at you. Baby, that's what your grandma say to you." Like, come on, Nancy. Nancy, baby. Nancy, baby. Talk about displaced anger. Child. Oh, Nancy. And it really feel like they were mad at him over like a one-sided story and unproven allegations. I want to know, did any of the women witness him trying to control what she ate? Like, did they witness any of the stuff that she claimed he did? Like I said, I'd rather be partnered with Cole than Zanab. I would. And I was annoyed because Cole completely owned and took responsibility for Pool Party Gate. Even in his conversation with Matt. That's why I'm like, why do folks keep calling him immature? In his conversation with Matt, he took any other person could have threw Colleen under the bus. He took full accountability. I love Nancy, but she looked dumb as hell. Going in on Cole and not Bartise. I like Lexa. I can't put the A on it because then, the Lexa gonna think I'm talking to her. But I liked Lexa during the season, honestly. But it was the reunion that made me not like her. I was like, oh, she a mean girl. I didn't get them vibes. I got them vibes from her friends. But I was like, oh, I don't like this. Brennan came off as a yes man. I was like, Brennan, baby, are you in there? Now, the thing that annoyed me, again, unproven accusations. Zanab claims that Cole got some girl's number at the bachelor party. But why the hell none of the men spoke up? If all the men were together at the bachelor party, wouldn't they know if it was girls around, if Cole talked to girl? Yeah, maybe he could have snuck off and did something from away from the group, but can anybody attest to what happened that they saw? Can anybody speak up and say, well, Cole, right, we was at the rodeo and we ain't see no girls? Like, why did everybody stay so motherfucking silent? Like, Bartise tried to stand up and say something, which, whatever. I don't care for Bartise, but at least he tried to stand up and say something. But it's like, and you know what? In the little clip they play at the end, Zanab says to him, she don't listen to him when he talk. So she probably wasn't listening with whatever this phone number thing is. He probably was talking about something, chasing that damn cow. Y'all, that made me mad. Leave them damn cows alone. One of the little babies they was chasing, putting stuff around their neck. That wasn't right. But anyway, he probably was talking about that or something. She just heard, because y'all know she be hearing things. That was just so insane to me. But it was sad how he ended up kind of questioning himself. Like, that was the tripping part. Should Cole have had to answer for Pool Party Gate? Yes. Do I even need to answer that question? Did Cole deserve everybody piling on him and everything he got at that reunion? No. Absolutely not. Don't kick people when they down. And Cole walked into that mug. I would have been like, baby, am I under contract to be here? Because if I was Cole, I wouldn't even want to show the hell damn up. The way he was looking sad. Now, I was confused, baby, confused as hell. When the women gonna ask Cole why he ain't called Zanab after the wedding. Bitch, did y'all see the wedding? Did y'all see what she said to him? What the oh, Jesus Lord, keeping it across, child. Why the hell would I call somebody after what she said to me at the altar? Are y'all back? Do anybody got any marbles? That was it, y'all. That was insanity to me. That was insanity. Why didn't he reach out? What the fuck would I reach out to somebody who did that to me at all? She called me a motherfucking monster. I'm gonna assume you don't want a monster calling you, so I ain't motherfucking calling. Child, hell no. I'm so mad nobody on that stage said, why would he call her after that wedding? Why? Because y'all, am I wrong? Am I toxic? Should he have called? Because, baby, after what she did at altar, baby, I ain't calling you. I'm not sending a motherfucking smoke signal in the air for you. Hell no. I'm not putting a motherfucking note in a bottle for you after you called me a damn monster and did all that shit at the altar. Hell no. I literally wanted to like cut the reunion off. Like I couldn't even handle it. I just was like, Lord Jesus, no. No. And then what I don't believe was her saying, oh, you're saving grace because they didn't air stuff. Come on now, y'all. Let's be real. This reality TV, they aired Andrew and his little drops. I feel like they want drama. They want the mess. So if Cole was doing this ish, I feel like that producers would have edited that in. Like, am I wrong? Like, I just feel like I could see if they're the damn Kardashians and they own the whole damn show, then yeah, they probably is editing stuff out to make themselves look good. But Cole, this little random white boy on Netflix show, no, them producers gonna put the juicy stuff in. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that for a second. I really didn't. Now, there was a moment where Nick started to say something to Cole. He was like, I've been on reality TV. I know how hard it is to see your life play out on screen. Y'all, Cole cut him off crying. It was so damn painful to watch. Like, wasn't just me? It was painful. I felt so bad. And I had another moment of feeling like, man, this ain't entertainment. Like, this not entertaining to me. Like, this is sad. Woo! It's a saying that people use that I hate, right? I hate when people say, it's 3 versions of the truth. I hate that. His, yours, and what really happened. That sounds like lying to me. I never believed in that because I feel like it ain't no versions of the truth, right? Something either transpired or it didn't. Period. Like, it ain't no versions of what happened. Y'all done changed my tune. I believe it now. I'm converted. I'm a believer. I done been baptized in the waters of delusion, and I now understand it is different versions of reality because some folks are so whacked and got such a distorted view of events. You know what? I believe it now. I do. Because, child, when Zanab goes to say how Cole would control what she would eat, and she brings up how she would eat 1 spoon of peanut butter and a banana. She hadn't eaten anything all day. And she goes to eat like a little tangerine. And he says something to her about it. Baby, when they played that damn cutest scene, baby. I am pretty sure, looking at that scene, did anybody interpret it differently from me? Because it felt to me like Cole genuinely was confused and surprised when she said she hadn't eaten nothing all day. Like, I feel like his expression was like, well, bitch, why you ain't eat? And when he said he tried to, like, give her something to eat, and she ain't want it. And in the scene, what's interesting is, right off the bat, Zanab was defensive and antagonistic. He literally innocently was like, oh, you finna eat both of those? Yeah, it's one serving. Do you know how many times I'm going to go have a big meal? It could be a holiday meal. It could just be a random big meal I'm finna have with folks. And they say to me, or I say to them, or I say to myself, oh man, we better make room for this dinner. Man, we better not really be eating nothing. Like, so many people do that. You save your appetite for a big meal. That's the vibes I got when Cole was like, oh, you finna eat that? Oh, we finna have a big meal. It felt so innocent. Am I wrong? Like, that's how I saw it. It felt so innocent how he said that. And when he was like, he offered her something to eat. I can't remember what it was. But she was like, I don't listen to you when you talk. You talk cold. You break out in a song. When I tell you, y'all folks that want to be married be tripping me the hell out. How the hell you want to be married? You don't even listen to the person that you finna marry. Her attitude in that exchange came off like she already had a chip on her shoulder. Like she was looking for a fight. Zanab gaslit the hell out of that young man. And I feel like people throw these terms around a lot, but baby, that was textbook gaslighting that she did to Cole. Bet that was textbook. That was gaslighting at its finest. Woo, chat Cole. Look, Paula Tink Tink. Paula Tink Tink. And then it's crazy how she does stuff. Baby, you talking about you could only eat a damn banana. Cole didn't even know what the hell you was eating. He didn't know nothing about that. Like, what are you talking about? But that's why I say, you know what? I changed my tune. I believe in that whole stupid, dumbass saying that is different versions of the truth. I believe it now. Because if I'm not mistaken, I was reading where somebody said she went on social media after that aired and was like, it happened just how she said it did. America, we not okay. We got a mental health problem. For real. For real. For real. Because, baby, this was... Come on, y'all. Come on, chat. Come on. Come on. Look, I think a certain level of delusion is good. I truly do. I feel like it's kind of like having confidence. It gotta kind of be based on a little bit of a delusion. It do. If you're trying to achieve something, accomplish something big, you gotta kind of be a little delusional. But baby, we gotta keep the delusions in check. Because Zanab was off the rails. She was. I'm sorry. Now, Vanessa ends up, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. We need to move on to another couple. But Vanessa was asking, self-reflecting, looking at the show. Zanab, is there anything you would change? What y'all think she said? I guess I could have shown a little grace. No, bitch, you should. You know what? I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm not calling her a bitch. I'm not. But come on, baby. Come on. I hate how she just is sticking with the narrative that Cole is just the problem. Cole is the monster. Like, she ain't do nothing. I feel like when I have interactions with people, falling out, whatever the hell, I tend to innately look at myself as the bad guy. I do. It might not be healthy, but I'm always like, well, what did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? How did I contribute to the downfall of this? Zanab innately looks at herself as a victim. Like she does. That's the vibes. Okay, let's move on. Because I don't know, I've only covered 2 couples, baby, and it's been 3 hours. Okay, it's so many couples, and I just feel like it was so much dysfunction. It was trauma alerts all season. I was like, it's just so much. Okay, let's move on to Matt and Colleen. Matt and boy Miss Colleen. I think they were the 4th couple to get engaged. My first impression of Colleen in the pods was she wanted anybody that wanted her. Sorry, that's how I felt. It's nothing wrong with people who desire partnership, want to be married. Have fun. Do your thing. Oh, shoot, y'all. Hold on, let me plug my light in. I be moving and flailing my arms and kicking my legs when I be talking, child. Okay, intermission is over. And you know what? While we're on intermission, let me check the comments. Since we're on intermission, before I get into Matt and Colleen, okay, sorry, I'm checking my damn phone. Let's check the comments. My mouse keep falling asleep. I got one of them, what you call those mouses? Wireless mouse. And it falls asleep if you're not touching it. So I have to like slap it down. Okay, let's check the comments before we move on to Matty Boy and Miss Colleen. Okay, let's see. Yes, Bria. Zanab had... Okay, so it wasn't just me who felt like the speech was was playing. Yeah, that toilet. Okay, Cole. I can't defend Cole on that toilet. That toilet was disgusting. Like, that was disgusting. That was nasty. That wasn't like a messy house. That was nasty. Yeah, they zoomed in. Vanessa looks like she watches the show more than Nick. Well, I don't know because she don't... Neither one of them really give any type of, like... good, anything added, any insight, any mediating, like any real questions. Oh, shoot. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I might make this a two-parter. I don't know. How many couples do I have left? I still got to do Matt and Colleen and SK and Raven. I done been on here for almost 3 hours, child. I'm trying to think if I'm going to break this in half or if I'm just going to get to the rest of the couples. But let's see. Let me finish looking at the comments. Me and my sis was livid watching that cutie scene. Child, that scene really took me out. I mean, like, oh God, just her. Now, why do I keep having... Oh, Lord. Lord, y'all, I just keep... What the hell? My nigga, I just keep having technical issues. Did I unplug this thing again? child, keep having technical issues. Lord Jesus. I really want to finish this tonight and get to these last couples because I'm supposed to be doing a live covering Wednesday tomorrow. But I'm having so many issues. I'm like, child, should I just cut this in half and do the rest of the couples in another live? Because these technical issues is annoying the hell out of me. I'm not like a tech girl, and this stuff be annoying me. I'm trying to think if I should continue and just cover the last two couples or if I should save this for tomorrow. I'm supposed to be talking about Wednesday tomorrow at like 2. And then I guess I could cover the last of the couples after that. But I don't know. Because then that'll be my whole damn day. Because I be talking for a long time, child. I don't know how the hell long I'm going to be talking about Wednesday. Okay, I guess I'll just try to get through it. I'll go ahead and try to cover the last two couples. I'm gonna try not to be so long-winded on each couple. Because Lord, I can't believe how many couples did I talk about? 2 for 3 hours? Okay, let's move on. Intermission is over. Let's just keep going. Let's hope I don't pull no plug the hell damn out. Let's hope we don't freeze again. Let's hope we don't have no more issues. Because, well, let's see. I don't know. I think I might do the last of the couples tomorrow, y'all. Because it's late as hell. It's past midnight. I've been on here for 3 hours. And if I'm going to do Wednesday at 2... yeah. I confused myself when I said Wednesday. I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be doing it tomorrow. Yeah, if I'm going to do Wednesday show tomorrow and then, I got life. I'm sorry, I'm indecisive. I'm trying to think if I want to just finish this and knock this out. Okay, we are going to make this a 2-parter. This is part 1. We will cover our last 2 couples, or is it 3 more couples? Matt and Colleen, SK. Oh, 3 more couples. Damn! I really talked for 3 hours on 2 couples. We still gotta do Lexa and Brandon, Matt and Colleen, and SK and Raven. God damn, I run my mouth. Okay, y'all, this gonna be a 2-parter. Because it's a long ass video. So I will be doing talking about the Netflix series Wednesday. I'm going to do a live for that tomorrow at 2 p.m. my time Eastern. So whatever time it is for you guys, check in for the live discussion if you can. And then after that live, I'll take a break for a few hours and then I'll come back in the evening and I will finish my discussion on Love is Blind and I will finally get to our last 3 couples. And hopefully I won't be so long-winded. Thank you so much for tuning into this live. If you're watching it live or if you're watching on a replay, thank you for supporting the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How did you feel about the couples that I discussed in this video? Am I toxic for agreeing with a lot of cold-ish? I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.